Gauranga bolite habe Pulakasari.
Hare Krishna. So we will get started. Is there Kartal for me? So let us chant our Mangalacharan prayers to get Kartal. Thank you, Mataji. We will sing a Vaishnava bhajan called Gauranga Bhagite Habe. You can find it on KK Songs. Gauranga Bhagite Habe, Pulaka Sharir. If there is a WhatsApp group, we can share it on the group so everybody gets it. Gauranga Balite Habe. Has everyone found it? Maybe someone can help Prabhuji also. Everybody got it? Yes. Okay. Gauranga Bolite Habe Pulaka Shari. Hari Hari Bolite Nayane Bhaveni. Hari Hari Bolite Gauranga Bolite Habe Pulaka Shari. Hari Hari Bolite Nayane Bhaveni. Hari Hari Bolite Arata Benitai Chander Karuna Hoive. Arata Benitai Chander Karuna Hoive. Samsara Vasana Mora Kabe Tucha Habe. Samsara Vasana Mora Kabe Tucha Habe. Arata Benitai Chander Karuna Hoive. Arata Benitai Chander Karuna Hoive. Samsara Vasana Mora Kabe Tucha Habe. Samsara Vasana Mora Kabe Tucha Habe. Vishaya Chhadiya Kabe Sudha Habe Ma. Vishaya Chhadiya Kabe Sudha Habe Ma. Kabe Ama Heri Shri Vrindavan. Kabe Ama Heri Shri Vrindavan. Vishaya Chhadiya Kabe Sudha Habe Ma. Vishaya Chhadiya Kabe Sudha Habe Ma. Kabe Ama Heri Shri Vrindavan. Rupara hoibe akuti. Ave ama bhuja bose yugala kiriti. Rupara ghora dhapa de hoibe akuti. Ave hama bhuja bose yugala piriti. Rupara ghora dhapa de rahu mora. Prarthana karo ye sada narottama das. Rupara ghunatha pade rahu mora. Prarthana karo ye sada narottama das. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us just recite the translation of this bhajan that we sang. So, Gauranga bolite habe pulaka sharir. Srila Narottam Das Thakur has written this very beautiful bhajan. Srila Narottam Das Thakur is saying, Gauranga bolite habe pulaka sharir. When will that day come when I will chant Gauranga, Gauranga, and the hair on my body will stand up in ecstasy? We say Gauranga so many times, but this Gauranga never happens that our hair. So Srila Narottam Das Thakur is saying, when will that day come? When just by saying Gauranga, my hair will stand on it in ecstasy. Gauranga bolite habe pulaka sharir. Hari Hari bolite nayane babe neer. When will that day come when I will just say Hari Hari and tears of love will flow from my eyes. I want that experience. That by saying Gauranga, the hair on my body will stand on end. And by saying Hari Hari, tears of love will flow from my eyes. That is a sign of love of God. In other words, Srila Narottam Das Thakur, the author, is praying for love of God. Ara kabe nitai chande karuna hoibe. When will Sri Nityananda Prabhu bestow his mercy upon me? Ara kabe nitai chande karuna hoibe. When will Nityananda Prabhu give me his mercy? And what is the symptom of having received Nityananda Prabhu's mercy? Everything has its symptomatology. Like a disease has symptoms. If you're having loss of taste, if you're having shortness of breath, fever, cough, go get checked out for COVID. There are symptoms of COVID-19 infection. So everything has some symptoms. Srila Narottam Das Thakur is saying, what is the symptom that one has received the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu? Ara kobe nitai chander karuna hoibe. The symptom is samsara vasana kabe morat puchha habe. In this world, we are running after Kanaka Kamini Kirti. We are running after money. If you analyze this world, look at the world around you. Everybody is running after Kanaka. Kanaka means gold or money. Kamini means sense gratification. Everybody wants to have the most beautiful partner and put the photo on Facebook. Everybody is wanting to have the most handsome man or the most beautiful woman with them. That is Kamini. To show everybody I'm enjoying. That is the purpose behind it. Otherwise, why would you share? Right? So everybody wants to show how much they're enjoying life. And enjoyment in life is equated with how much money you have and how beautiful a partner you have. Kanaka Kamini and Kirti. Everybody wants fame. How many followers I have on Instagram or Facebook? How many views my video has got? How many people have joined? Share it again. Remind everybody. So we want Kirti. We want everybody to know a great preacher has come in Cincinnati, Ohio. So Kanaka Kamini Kirti. Everyone wants money. Everyone wants to enjoy with a beautiful person. And everybody wants to be famous, popular. Srila Narottam Das Thakur is saying this is all nonsense. We can understand that we have received the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu when Kanaka Kamini Kirti becomes tuchha, useless, when it becomes a trash. When we can look at Kanaka Kamini Kirti as though it is trash. When we answer nature's call in the morning, what do? We flush. Do we start crying? Oh my God, I lost my stool. It just went down the drain. Do we come out crying, wiping our tears with the tissue? No, we don't think twice about it. It's refused. Tuchha. Srila Narottam Das Thakur is saying we want to attain that spiritual situation where Kanaka Kamini Kirti, money, women, and fame become as tuchha, as negligible, as dirty as one's stool. Samsara Vasana. Samsara Vasana means Kanaka Kamini Kirti. The greed for money, greed for enjoying with a beautiful person, and the greed for fame becomes abominable. Tuchha means abominable. We don't care about it. Like, just flush it down the drain and don't think twice about it. If that situation comes where we don't care about accumulating unnecessary wealth, enjoying with a beautiful partner in this world, and the greed for becoming famous and having followers. So many people come for my Bhakti Vriksha. So many people have come for my program, and I'm sure more will come as time goes by. So when these desires become abominable, I don't care about these things. That is when we can understand that we have received the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Until then, we are in the material life. So how do we know we have received Lord Nityananda Prabhu's mercy? Samsara vasana mora kabe tuchha hobe. I don't care about these things. They don't matter. Matter doesn't matter. That is the state we want to achieve. Ara kabe nitai chander karuna hoibe. Samsara vasana mora kabe tuchha hobe. Vishaya chadiya kabe shuddha habe mana. So Narottam Thakur is saying, Vishaya chadiya. After giving up objects of sense gratification, when the heart becomes pure, Vishaya chadiya, Vishaya means the objects of sense gratification. Vishaya chadiya kabe shuddha habe man. And my heart will become purified. Purified heart means what? No lust, no anger, no greed, no envy, no pride, no false ego. These six are the dirty things in the heart: lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, false ego. Kama, krodh, lobh, moha, mad, matsarya. When the heart becomes purified of the Shada Ripu, six enemies in the heart, then we can say that my heart has become pure. Samsara vasana kabe mora tuchha hobe, vishaya chhadiya kabe shuddha habe man. When the heart will become purified and we give up the rat race for sense objects, objects of sense gratification, tabe hama heribo Shri Vrindavan. That is when I will be able to see Vrindavan Dham. Until then, we are living on Vrindavan Dham. We can stand in front of Prabhupada Samadhi and take a selfie. We are standing on Vrindavan Dham, but we can enter Vrindavan Dham when the heart becomes purified. And we give up the rat race and the greed for objects of sense gratification. All of us have to examine our heart and see where we are. Only we can know. Only we can judge ourselves. The problem is we judge others. Oh, he is like that. He is like that. We don't judge ourselves. They say that there are two types of people in the court: judge and advocate. Judge and the attorney. And we have to be judge for ourselves. And we have to be attorney for others. Like today morning we were reading how all the devotees were advocating for Gopinath Patnaik to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we have to be attorneys for others, plead the case for others, and we have to be judge for ourselves. We have to judge ourselves. But all too often in this world, what we do is just the opposite. We judge others and we play enthusiastic attorneys for ourselves. We like to defend our stand. We like to prove that I am right. And we judge others. You are wrong. What you did is wrong. So our Narottam Thakur is saying that Vishaya chhadiya kabe shuddha habe man, kabe ama heribo Shri Vrindavan. I will be able to enter Vrindavan Dham. We can live on the Vrindavan Dham or we can enter into Vrindavan Dham. We can enter into Vrindavan Dham when the heart becomes purified. So we have to focus on self-purification. A patient asked me recently, I was taking care of a 39-year-old patient who was otherwise very healthy. Hare Krishna. Otherwise very healthy. And he came with shoulder pain. And he was taking ibuprofen since December for shoulder pain. He thought while playing tennis, he hurt his right shoulder. He's right-handed. And then he started getting belly pain. And he thought it's acidity from ibuprofen. So he waited for 3 months before seeking medical advice. Finally, he couldn't take it anymore. The pain in the belly and the pain in the shoulder comes to the ER. We do a CT scan, huge mass in the scapular bone, the bone here, shoulder blade, huge mass, innumerable masses, 39-year-old guy, innumerable masses in both the lungs. And we scanned his belly, huge mass in the pancreas, and his bilirubin was 9. He had obstructive jaundice also. So at diagnosis, he has an extremely aggressive cancer of the pancreas that has spread to the liver, spread to the lungs, spread to his bones. He's 39 years old. He was thinking it's just a shoulder that sprained from tennis, and ibuprofen is causing acidity. So this material world is very, very unpredictable. So he'll probably not live for more than few months. So very, very, and we did a biopsy, extremely, extremely aggressive pancreatic cancer. So why was I saying all this?
Material world.
No, he came to ask you a question. He came to ask you a question. He asked you.
Yes, thank you, Ādi Guru. Hare Krishna. You need the Guru to remind you. Hare Krishna. So he asked me a question that, so I sat down with him, I held his hand and I broke the news. As a hospitalist, I'm the person who has to give the bad news. I'm going to call the cancer specialist. Hare Krishna. So I gave him the bad news that this is what we have, and we will do chemotherapy and it will work hopefully for some time, and then it will stop working. And we'll do some radiation for the pain in your shoulder. He asked me, what is my prognosis? Is this curable? I said, it is treatable, it's not curable. We can treat it for some time, but this is already very, very advanced, stage 4 cancer. Hare Krishna. So I prayed with him and he was very appreciative. I chanted the full Mangala Charan, which we are going to chant after we discuss the meaning of the bhajan. And then I chanted Hare Krishna for some time with him, holding his hand, praying for him. And he said, thank you, that was the most divine experience of my life. And then I spoke a little bit about Krishna, a little bit about God. And he said, you know, when I was 17 years old, I started smoking in high school. And I smoked almost for 15 years, 15, 17 years, more than a pack a day. And then a few years ago, I quit. And I'm only 39. You think that has anything to do with this? I said, probably. Smoking can do it. There are so many carcinogens in tobacco smoke. So I said, combustible tobacco is one of the most common causes of cancer today. And you did it for more than 15 years. So it is possible. It's speculation, but it's possible that that's what caused it. He said, even if I quit 7, 8 years ago, I said, yeah, the damage, some damage is already done. And he said, I have a lot of friends who smoke around me. So I get a lot of second-hand smoke exposure also. I said, yeah, that can also do it. So we started talking about law of karma. And we spoke for almost half an hour. And my pager was jing, 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 going off. So many messages. So I couldn't spend too much time with him. And it was my last day, Monday, before I came here. So I told him I'll be going off service. One of my colleagues will take over your care tomorrow. I'll leave a detailed sign out. He said, Doc, I have one question for you. If you were you look like a spiritual guy. If you were in my situation, what would you do? He asked me. I said, for me, this is a theoretical question because I am not in your situation. So for me, to be knowing that my wife has made nice hot prasad for me at home, there is a nice brand new car waiting for me in the parking lot, my kids are waiting to play with me, and I am in good health on no medications. For me to sit and advise you is very easy. But for you to have just received a diagnosis of an incurable cancer, you're going through that situation, for you it is different. But still, theoretically, I would like to think that I'm in your situation and tell you what I would do. And I sat holding his hand in the room, closed my eyes, and I really thought, if I get a diagnosis that I'm going to die in a few months, I'm probably not going to be able to continue working for more than a few weeks with this amount of pain. I told him I would really focus on self-purification because I know I still have so many anarthas in my heart. I'm not a pure devotee. So I would really focus on self-purification. He said, Doc, that's too much. You are dying and you want to think about self-purification. He said, what is that? What is self-purification? Then I explained to him about who the real enemy is in this world. Prahlad Maharaj says that there is no enemy in this world other than our own mind, because our mind is infected with lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, false ego, illusion. I told him that if we can get rid of these vices in the heart, then our life will become perfect. Then our life will become meaningful and our next destination will be better. And I told him about the immortality of the soul. I told him how we are trapped in this material world where we do not belong. And he was drinking everything I was saying. And he said, really, if you were in my situation, you would focus on self-purification. And I told him about Parishit Maharaj. I told him about Parishit Maharaj. I told him about Srila Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj. I said, I told him about Katha Makaran Maharaj. And I showed him a kirtan of Katha Makaran Maharaj. I told him these are the real people I know personally. And you at least have a few months, perhaps. But Parishit Maharaj had only 7 days. And he was younger than you. You are not married. He was married. He had a son, Janameja. He had a wife. He had a kingdom. And he had never smoked. This guy had a history. He was into drugs also previously. But he had just come sober. He had become sober. And he was looking forward to a very healthy, meaningful life. He had just got a new job. And it was devastating for him. He said, my parents were so proud of me that I have become sober. And now it seems like it's the end of everything. I said, it's end of some things, but it could be the beginning of something very beautiful. And I told him about Parishit Maharaj, Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, Katha Makaran Maharaj. So Sri Narottam Thakur is saying the same thing. Vishaya chhadiya kabe, shuddha habe man. We have to focus. If you have to take one message home today from here, let it with this message, which my patient made me reflect, that we have to focus on self-purification. We have to judge, not for others. We have to be advocate. Yeah, autonomy. And for ourselves, we have to be. We have to constantly analyze. Did I do this thing right? Did I do that thing right? When I was coming to Cincinnati yesterday, I asked my son Gopal to drive me. He's 20 years old. And he wants to be a doctor. And we were talking. And so he's going to be home alone now. He could not come here because of his classes. So I was a little heavy on him. I was telling him, you need to study a little bit more, Gopal. You need to work a little bit more on your grades. And he was justifying, but Dad, I'm a scribe in the ER. I'm doing all this extracurricular thing. I was saying, that's okay. But the main thing is your GPA and your MCAT score. So you better sit down and work hard. I don't think you're studying as much as you should be studying. How we used to study in India. He said, yeah, you were studying that, but were you working like me? And we were arguing, and I was a little heavy on it. But Dad, you have never been to school in the US. I said, that doesn't matter. But if you want to be a doctor, you have to study hard. So I was a little heavy on him. And I was so heavy that he fell silent. And then the rest of the drive, it was almost 1 hour, 15 minutes the airport from our house on a Tuesday morning traffic. So rest of the ride, he was silent. And I was feeling so bad. Then I was holding his hand and Gopal, I'm sorry. I was a little heavy on you. I said, no, it's okay, Dad. You are right. But I'm trying, Dad. It's not that I'm not trying. But I'm struggling with my grades. What to do? So I felt really bad that I was heavy on him. But then I unconditionally apologized to him. I said, I'm sorry. Even now when we were coming, I called him just to see how he's doing. Again, I forgot what I was talking about. So you have to. Yes, thank you. Vansha kalpataru. Desire fulfilling devotees. So we have to judge ourselves. So I was judging myself that this is my conversation with him could have gone in a better direction. Instead of being so heavy, just when I was leaving him for a week, I should have been a little softer on him. So we have to, in this way, judge ourselves, analyze our behavior every day. Because we make mistakes in our dealings with so many people, with devotees, with our family members. And actually, it is our family members that we take for granted the most. Because when we meet devotees, Hare Krishna Mataji, so happy to see you. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, so happy to see you. And as soon as you sit in the car with the family, I'm really talking so long with the devotees. You know, it's so late. I cannot get up for Japa tomorrow now. How many times I've told you we have to leave the program at 9 o'clock? It's 9:30. We're just sitting and chatting with all those. We start fighting. As soon as you sit in the car, where is that Hare Krishna? So it's our family members that we take for granted so often. And similarly, sometimes we may take for granted the local devotees. That Ādi Guru Prabhu, I know, just one of the devotees. Like that. Jai Hari Prabhu. It's just one of the devotees that I see every week. But we forget that Manushyaram Sahasreshu. Because among thousands of people, hardly one will take to Krishna consciousness. So these are all, in this tri-state area, these are all special devotees. Special folks who have one among millions who have taken to Krishna consciousness. So our Sanjay Prabhu is conducting Bhakti Vriksha here. We should never take for granted. Oh, this is just, he keeps coming every Saturday or every Friday. No. Devotees that we meet on a regular basis, devotees that we interact with, they are the ones that we are most likely to commit Vaishnava Aparadha against. Because we take them for granted. Ati Parichaya Avakya. Too much familiarity breeds contempt. So we have to be very careful. Is that okay? So we have to always be judge for ourselves and we have to advocate for others. See the good in others. Vaishnavera gunagrahi, na dekhai dosh. We should see the good qualities in others, not their faults. Vaishnavera gunagrahi, na dekhai dosh. Kayamano akya kare Vaishnava santosh. With our body, mind and words, we should give pleasure to the devotees. Not give them displeasure. So I felt very bad. I gave pain to Gopal while coming. So I was in a, didactic mode. My last 1 hour with him before 1 week I'll be away. Let me. I was in a surgical mood. I wanted to go in but I forgot to give anesthesia. And there was no timeout. There was no consent for the procedure. So we have to judge ourselves, my dear friends. Vishaya chhadiya kabe shuddha habe man. Kabe ama heribo Shri Vrindavan. Rupa Raghunatha Pade Hoibe Akuti. When we develop attachment to the writings of Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, Tobe ama bhuja bose yugala piriti. Then we will understand the relationship of Radha and Krishna. The loving relationship of Radha and Krishna we can understand when we develop attachment to the writings of Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, who are our acharyas. We cannot understand Radha Krishna Leela just by ourselves. We need to take shelter, accept the anugatya, accept the shelter and directions of our previous acharyas and walk behind them. Can I share something very interesting with all of you? Yeah. Always remember this. Okay? You know there are 4 Vaishnava Sampradayas. Our Sampradaya is Shri Brahma Sampradaya. There is the Shri Rudra Sampradaya, Shri Sampradaya of Lakshmi Ji, and there is the Kumar Sampradaya of the 4 Chatush Kumaras. All 4 Sampradayas are authentic, bona fide. So one of them is Shri Sampradaya. In the Shri Sampradaya, in the recent times, the most prominent Acharya has been Shripad Ramanujacharya. And Shripad Ramanujacharya's Param Gurudev was Shripad Yamunacharya. Shripad Yamunacharya, he vigorously preached the pure bhakti in South India. And he was giving up his body at Sri Rangam. Shripad Ramanujacharya was at Kanchipuram that time. He got the message that Shripad Yamunacharya is leaving this world. So he immediately started for Sri Rangam to have the final darshan of Shripad Yamunacharya and to formally accept him as his Gurudev. But Shripad Yamunacharya left this world shortly before Shripad Ramanujacharya arrived. in Sri Lanka. So he was surrounded by all his disciples. He was lying on the bed, on his deathbed, about to depart. And he had not appointed a new Acharya after him. Usually, the Guru Parampara works in a way that the Acharya will appoint the next Acharya and then depart. He had not appointed because he wanted Sripad Ramanujacharya to be the next Acharya, and Sripad Ramanujacharya had not formally taken Diksha yet. So he had not appointed any Acharya. So all the devotees were in anxiety. Gurudev, you are leaving. There is no Acharya to guide us. What will happen to our parampara after you depart? So they asked Sripad Yamunacharya that, please give us some final instructions. You are leaving us. I don't know. We don't know how we will survive without an Acharya. So please give us some instructions. And Sri Yamunacharya said, I will give you one instruction. It is the essence of all the 18 Puranas. It is the essence of all the 4 Vedas. It is the essence of all the 108 Upanishads and the supplementary Upanishads and all the Samhitas. And it is the essence of Mahabharata and it is the essence of Ramayana. I am giving you the essence of all Vedic literature. If you remember this one line, you will never go wrong in your life. And your spiritual life will be protected. So do all of you want to know what is this essence of the essence of the essence of all Vedic literature? Yes. On his departure bed, Sripad Yamunacharya spoke these words. He said, this verse is spoken by Sripad Narad Muni, who is the Guru of Valmiki, Guru of Dhruv Maharaj, Guru of Prahlad Maharaj, Guru of Vyasadeva. That Sripad Narad Muni spoke this. So please listen carefully. This is the essence of the essence of the essence. He said, Mahajano yena gatha sapantha. Always follow the path shown by the previous acharyas. If you practice this one principle, you will never go wrong. Sripad Yamunacharya said, please repeat after me. Tarko pratishtha shrutayo vibhinna. Tarko pratishtha shrutayo vibhinna. Nasha rishiryasya matam na bhinnam. Nasha rishiryasya matam na bhinnam. Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam. Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam. Mahajano yena gata sapantha. Mahajano yena gata sapantha. Tarko pratishtha shrutayo vibhinna. Tarko pratishtha shrutayo vibhinna. Nasha vrishiryasya matam na bhinnam. Nasa vishiryasya matam na bhinnam. Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam. Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam. Mahajano yena gata sapantha. Mahajano yena gata sapantha. Sripad Yamunacharya said, Tarko apratishtha. You can never establish the truth by arguments. Tarko apratishtha. By philosophical arguments, you cannot establish the truth. Tarko pratishtha. Why? Shrutayo vibhinna. Because the Vedic literature is variegated. There was one boy, he used to attend our Bhakti Vriksha, very intelligent kid, was in Georgia Tech. He was chanting 16 rounds, joining the Japa call every morning. And then he fell into certain company. Somebody told him, what is Srimad Bhagavatam and all you're reading? That's a recent literature. 5,000 years ago it was written. You should read Shiva Puran. You should give it a try. Read it. So he started reading Shiva Puran. And then he would come to me and argue with me that Prabhuji, in Srimad Bhagavatam, the Narsimha Leela is described like this, but in Shiva Puran it is described like this. Prabhuji, you are saying Krishna is the Supreme Lord, but in Shiva Puran it is said that Lord Shiva is the Supreme Lord. And he would argue back, and I don't have so much time to give one devotee so much time. So after some time, I said, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. I told him that Srimad Bhagavatam, that same Vyasadeva was dissatisfied after writing Shiva Puran. Bhagwan Krishna Dvaipana Vyasdeva was dissatisfied after writing Mahabharata. He was dissatisfied after writing all the other 17 Puranas. It is there in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And when Srimad Narad Muni told him that this is the reason you are dissatisfied, because you have focused more on Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. You have not focused on Pancham Purushartha, the highest goal of human life. You write about the pristine, pure characteristics and Leela of Lord Krishna, then you will be satisfied. And therefore, the magnum opus of Sri Krishna Dvaipana Vyasdeva is Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam, Pramanam, Amalam, Tad Vaishnavanam Priyam. I said Srimad Bhagavatam is the Nigama Kalpataror Galitam Phalam. It is the ripened fruit of the Vedic tree. But he was too much into that company. He entered that association to argue and defeat them. That I am a Gaudiya Vaishnava, I will defeat and convert them to Gaudiya Vaishnavism. And what ended up happening is he left Iskcon and became completely confused. Mother also left Iskcon. She was chanting 32 rounds every day. Why? Because of bad associations. But I have, as a physician, I like to diagnose things. Because to treat, first you have to diagnose. Isn't it, Rohit?
Yes, bro.
Treatment will be different for Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. It is said for ulcerative colitis, you need an aggressive surgeon and a conservative physician. But for Crohn's disease, you need an aggressive physician and a conservative surgeon. They're two different diseases. So to give the right treatment, you need proper diagnosis. So I was not satisfied that just by arguing with some Shaivites, he fell from the path of pure bhakti. Not possible. So I investigated. And this is what I found. That he was very close to me. And his mother was very close to me. Because of which they thought they have exclusive access to me. So when other devotees would, from their place, would try to approach me, they would cut them off. And they would fight with them and criticize them if they tried to message me or call me. Why you are approaching him without asking me? And in this way, the mother and son offended many devotees. And I feel that is because of Vaishnava Prada, they fell away. Krishna doesn't like Vaishnava Prada. You don't own anybody. And this is called Pratishtha, Kanasa Kamini Kirti, Pratishtha. That I have access to this devotee. Anybody wants to approach this devotee should come through me. I didn't appoint him or her as my private secretaries. Anybody can contact me. I'm not some guru or some GBC big person. Just ordinary grassroots level devotee. So there is all. If you analyze, if a devotee falls away from Krishna consciousness, there is always an offense, always aparadha. But argument and being in bad company also is a big thing. So he got into a lot of argument and he fell down. At least right now he's in a fallen condition. Because now he's neither worshipping Lord Shiva properly, he's not. He's confused. And he's away from the path of Krishna consciousness also. So bad company, argument is not good. So who should argue? Who should debate? Only one who is authorized to do so. If someone is drowning, it's a good feeling and a good thought that I want to go and help. But you have to be a trained lifeguard. If someone who doesn't know swimming jumps in out of abundance or compassion, what will happen? We'll have 2 casualties instead of 1. And that's what we had here. 2 casualties, 3 casualties. So don't try to debate, argue. And I like to give this example. Another boy I know, there was an online debate going on. Again, some people who are Mayavadis, they were preaching against Krishna. They are saying, why worship Krishna? Become Krishna. That was the topic of the debate. And they were calling out names of the famous Iskcon preachers, come and join this live online debate. And this college student from Delhi, who I'm in touch with, he decided I'm going to jump in because nobody's coming. So he jumped and he was thoroughly defeated publicly. But he's not authorized. He's not even done disciple course yet. He's not authorized to debate. Let the senior devotees take care of these things. The point is, we should not jump into fights that we are not authorized to fight. This is called argument. Tarka. Tarko apratishtha. We cannot establish the truth just by arguments. I remember when I was in medical school, in JJ Hospital. This is 1998. Every Thursday in our boys' hostel, Gaurang Prabhu used to come. Gaur Gopal Prabhu and Gaurang Prabhu, they used to come and they would preach. And JJ Hospital is in Chota, Pakistan. It's on Muhammad Ali Road in Baikal. It's surrounded by all Muslims. So they took umbrage to the fact that we are having kirtan in the hostel and we are preaching Bhagavad Gita. So they wanted to beat us up. They wanted to attack us. So two Pathans from Afghanistan, they had come to Baikal and they came for our program one day. And their whole purpose was to pick a fight with Gaurang Prabhu. They were so enthusiastic, they came before the program started. The program was supposed to start at 7 o'clock. 7 to 8:30 used to have program. They were there 15 minutes before. The boy in whose room used to have this program, he was surprised. Two Pathans with that black mark of offering namaz 5 times a day. They had that mark. They were wearing Pathani clothes and they were Afghani. They didn't even speak Hindi. Very tall. They only spoke Urdu and Arabic. So they came and this fellow, he was a little skinny medical student. He got scared and we had Jagannath deities in that room and we used to do our japa there every day in the morning. All 16 rounds we would chant together. And Thursday evening we used to wait for Gaurang Prabhu. So then we all came and we were all surprised. We thought, oh, maybe they are interested in Krishna consciousness. But clearly they were not. Then Gaurang Prabhu came. He sang Jai Radha Madhav. He spoke for an hour and a half. And then he did nice ecstatic kirtan. And they were sitting throughout for 2.5 hours. Can you believe that? And then Gaurang Prabhu said, are there any questions? And I remember, zoop, their hand went up. They were waiting for this opportunity. And Gaurang Prabhu said, yes. They said, if you are saying that God is one, why in the Holy Quran, Krishna is not mentioned? If there is only one God, then our Prophet Muhammad would have told us that Allah is also called Krishna, Allah is also called Ram, Allah is also called God. Why Krishna is not mentioned in the Holy Quran? Now, see, it's a loaded question. Because it is a fact that God is one. But his question is, why in the Holy Quran, Krishna is not mentioned? That means what you are saying is a lie. So to prove that I am right, are we going to say something negative about some other religion's scripture? Or am I going to admit that I lied, that God is one? It's a very controversial question. And I was thinking, what is Gaurang Prabhu going to answer? What is he going to reply? And Gaurang Prabhu told them, I am not here to pick a fight with both of you. Because if I say something, I know you will argue. And I will give you 10 times stronger argument back. And then you will argue again. And I will give you stronger argument. But that will not change your heart. And the path of Krishna consciousness is change of heart. Krishna consciousness means change of heart. Hriday parivartan. Vishaya chhadiya kabe? Shuddha habe man. And tarko apratishtha. By arguments and defeating somebody, one cannot win their heart. And Krishna consciousness is the path of transformation of the heart. So he said, I don't want to answer your question. Because you are here to argue with me. And by arguments, the heart will not change. And you will not benefit from associating with me if your heart doesn't change. So better we don't talk. Any other question? Gaurang totally diffused the situation and avoided the fight completely. And then they got up and left. And we did some more kirtan. Like Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Gaurang Prabhu said, I was not getting so much happiness in that kirtan. Let's do kirtan again. Like in Shriram Sangan, Mahaprabhu said, I am not getting bliss. So anyway, so Tarko Apratishta, by arguments one cannot establish the truth. Why? Shrutayo Vibhinna. It is a fact that if you read Shiva Puran, it says that Shivji is the supreme. You read Atharvashirsha, you will get Ganeshji is the supreme. It says there. If you read about Durgaji, you will get statements that Durgaji is the supreme. It is a fact. Because these scriptures are meant for people of different levels. In kindergarten, you will learn 2 plus 2 is 4. In high school, you will learn calculus. So is the kindergarten textbook wrong? No. These are just different subject matters meant for students of different levels. Now we have to impartially analyze and think which scripture is the best. Which scripture gives details about God? Which scripture describes the Nitya Lila of the God? Is Mahabharata Nitya Lila? Is there Kurukshetra in Golok Vrindavan? Is a spiritual world in Vaikuntha? No, it's a Naimittik Lila. It's not a Nitya Lila. But Gocharan Lila is Nitya Lila. Venu Geet is eternal. Gopi Geet, Ras Lila is eternal. Srimad Bhagavatam is telling us about the Nitya Lila, the eternal pastime. So we have to decide which scripture is the supreme. Some scripture is saying you pray to God to get some benefits from God. That is karma kand. How can that be supreme? So we have to study and analyze and understand which scripture is talking about the highest good. Because different scriptures, they are meant for people of different spiritual student levels. So, Shrutayo Vibhinna. Scriptures are, there is a grade 1 textbook, grade 2 textbook, grade 3 textbook, grade 7 textbook, high school textbook, college level textbook, postgraduate level textbook, PhD thesis. Different things are there. Now we have to work our way up slowly. Go deeper and deeper, higher and higher. Tarko Pratishtha, Shrutoyo. Shruta means the Vedic literature. They are Vibhinna, they are different types. Therefore, you cannot establish through argument. Because you quote from Bhagavatam, they will quote from Shiv Puran. You quote from one scripture, they will quote from another scripture, Devi Puran. Then what are you going to say? Correct? So, Shruta, it is a fact that scriptures say different things because the audience is different. Sanjay Prabhu, you agree? You have to speak according to audience. So, different scriptures are speaking according to different levels of audience. Therefore, Shrutayo Vibhinna. Vibhinna prakar ke shastra hai. Or shastra vakya hai. Different types of scriptures are there. Therefore, we cannot establish the truth through argument and logic. Tarko Pratishtha Shrutayo Vibhinna. Now, the irony is, Nashav Rishiryasya Matam Na Bhinnam. That Rishi is not considered to be a Rishi of his worth his salt unless he establishes his own philosophy. Unless he gives his own tika. No Rishi Muni is considered to be great until they establish their own school of thought. Nashav Rishi, he is not considered a Rishi. There's a Matam Na Bhinnam. Unless and until he gives a Bhinna Mat, a different opinion, a different school of thought. But according to this Acharya, it's like this. According to this. So different people establish their different siddhantas. That adds to the... First of all, scriptures are of different types. Then the Pandits and Rishis who are teaching the scriptures, they have different schools of thoughts. What is the effect? Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya. The essence of dharma remains hidden, remains confidential. Scriptures are talking different things. Rishis are talking even more different things. There is utter confusion. Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya. The essence of religion remains confidential, remains hidden, remains a secret, remains unknown. Okay, this is real bad news. So what is the solution? The solution is in the fourth line of the verse. Mahajano yena katha sapantha. Don't worry, just follow the acharyas. Just follow your guru. Don't do tarka, don't get confused, don't get bewildered by different opinions of different sadhus and rishis. Just follow your guru. What has your guru told you? Just do that. Mahajana yena. So we'll recite this one more time. Tarko apratishtha shrutayo vibhinna.
Tarko apratishtha shrutayo vibhinna.
Nasha rishiryasya matam na bhinnam.
Nasha rishiryasya matam na bhinnam.
Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam.
Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam.
Mahajano yena gatha sapantha.
Mahajano yena gatha sapantha.
This is the essence of everything. Just follow the instructions of your guru. Guru mukha patavakya chittete koriya aikya ara na koriyo mane ashas. Just follow the words of your Gurudev. That is the essence of everything. So, tabe ama bhuja bose yugala piriti. We can understand the loving relationship of Radha and Krishna if we develop attachment to the writings of Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami. Last verse, fifth verse. Rupa Raghunath Pade Raghumora Asha Prarthana Karo Ye Sada Narottama Dasa. So Narottama Das Thakur is saying, taking shelter of the lotus feet of Rupa Raghunath, my only desire is to attain shelter of the lotus feet of Shri Rupa Goswami, Shri Raghunath Goswami. And this is my prayer forever. Not that when I attend Golok Vrindavan, I don't need Rupa Raghunath. No, I will still need Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari. Always, I want to be under them. Rupa Raghunath Pade, Raghumora Ash, Prarthana Karoye, Sada. Sada, forever, Narottama Das. I am eternally the servant of my Guru Varga. We are eternally servants of the Guru Varga. Okay? So this is our bhajan. Now let's begin the class. Our pathati is, first we sing a Vaishnava song, read the translation, then we do Mangala Charan, then we read from Srila Prabhupada's books, and then we have Kirtan. Okay? Yes, Sanjay Prabhu.
Prabhu, he wants me to introduce you. So everybody knows Ādi Gadādhara Prabhu. You have the mic?
There is my correct.
So first of all, just a housekeeping tip. I think there are a lot of devotees who want to hear him. So I would appreciate if all of you can move a little forward. And I really feel blessed that we have amongst us Ādi Gadādhara Prabhu. Radhabha Mataji, I don't see today. Maybe she's at home.
It's not well.
But I feel I accomplished the mission calling him here on God Purnima. I really feel that. So Ādi Gadādhara Prabhu is a very good friend, devotee, physician, as everybody knows. Lives in Atlanta. I know some of the devotees in the back may not have met him before. Brandon Prabhu, you may not have met Ādi Gadādhara Prabhu before. So he's a disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, and he's been preaching in Atlanta, New Panihati Dham for, Prabhuji, would you say more than a decade now?
Since 2010.
Since 2010. And we have listened to him. He leads the Sangha group in the morning. He leads our Japa in the morning. We all listen to him, and it's a pleasure that he's here amongst us. And he's doing a 4-day marathon session with us, which we are all excited to attend. So tomorrow and day after, he's doing home programs, and on Saturday it will be a center program, which will be our God Purnima celebration. So I would like to invite you all for all the programs. I do want to mention that the programs tomorrow and day after are in Hindi. So if anybody joins who does not understand Hindi, we'll translate for you. And I know Prabhu will also do some justice for those people. So let's welcome him after such this interesting conversation, which enlivened the mood. Welcome him by saying 3 big Hari Bol. Sorry for interrupting your Katha.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So on behalf of Iskcon Cincinnati, and especially on behalf of our Sanjay Prabhu, who has been cultivating, Sanjeev Prabhu, who has been cultivating, welcome all of you, and thank you for being here on a weekday. Very, very grateful. And Vijay Govind Prabhu, Hare Krishna, our President of Iskcon Cincinnati, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to come and serve your congregation and accepting my humble service. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So we will start with our Mangala Charan prayers, and we will all recite these prayers invoking the blessings of our Guru Parampara. All of us together. Om Agyānatimirandhasya Jnānanjana-salakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam yena bhutale Swayam Rupa Kanamriyam Dadhāti Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavasya Shri Rupam Sagrakatam Saharanagratandikam Tam Sajivam
साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशकारिणे नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त सरस्वती नामिने श्रीवासभागवी देवी दयिताय विपाध्यै कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्ज्वल प्रेमाढ्य श्रीरूपाङ्ग भक्तिदा श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुग विरुद्धा असिद्धान्त मार्तहारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्भन साम्बोधे पादाम्बुजाय ते नमः नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानन्द नामिने गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगाय ते गौरभाव भूमे स्वं निर्देशा सज्जन प्रिय वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरभ्युसे नमः पंचतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते जयतां सुरतो पङ्गो मम मन्द मतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्व पदाम्बोजौ राधा मदनमोहनौ दिव्यावृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमादनौ श्रीमद्रत्नाकर सिंहासनस्थौ श्री श्रीराधा शीलगोविन्ददेवौ त्रेष्ठालिभिः सेव्यमानौ स्मरामि श्रीमद्रासरसारम्भि वंशीवटवटस्थितः कर्षणवेणो स्वनैर्गोपी गोपीनाथः श्रीयेस्तु नः तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, what time is it now? 7:35. 7:33. So we are supposed to be 6 to 8:30.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. No promises, no guarantees. Hare Krishna. So, because Sri Gaura Purnima is coming, I would like to read in the next 4 sessions from Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. This book. if anyone does not have Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, you should contact our devotees, Adi Guru Prabhu, and he will be happy to give you a set. Hmm? It is a very, very essential book, and for us, Gaudiya Vaishnavas, it is the most important book, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So every devotee, it is my humble request, if you have any faith in me, my humble request is everyone should have their own copy of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is the most wonderful book, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Most wonderful book. So Sri Chaitanya Leela is divided into 3 sections. For those of you who do not know, this whole material world is a creation of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is known by different names. He's called God, Jehovah, Allah, Ram, Krishna, Narayan, Hari, Buddha. There are different names. Just like the sun is called by different names in different languages, in different countries. In Brazil, it will be a different name, in Portuguese. In Mexico, in Spanish, different name. In India, we call Surya, Bhaskar. In English, sun. Same celestial object, the sun, but it's called by different names. Similarly, God is one, but is called by different names in different religions based on time, place, and circumstances. So the Supreme Lord is called Krishna because Krishna means one who is all attractive. Out of his compassion for all of us suffering souls in this material world, to bring us to the spiritual world, the Supreme Lord comes on this planet time and again. Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. 5,000 years ago, the Supreme Lord Krishna came here and spoke the Bhagavad Gita and performed pastimes which are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. And 500 years ago, that same Krishna came as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is the narration of the wonderful activities and pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, who came 500 years ago on this planet in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So with that context, Sri Chaitanya Leela is divided into 3 phases. Ādi Leela, Madhya Leela, Antya Leela. Ādi Leela is the first 24 years of the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was a householder. He was married to Srimati Lakshmi Priya Devi and Vishnu Priya Devi, and he was living in Nadia. At the age of 24, on Makar Sankranti, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas. That's where the Madhya Leela begins. He took sannyas, and for 6 years, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveled and preached. He went to South India, he went to Jagannath Puri, he went to Vrindavan, he went to Gaura Desh also. All that is called Madhya Leela. It is the spanning over 6 years, Madhya Leela. 1510 AD to 1516 AD, to be precise. That is Madhya Leela. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in 1484. 1484 or 1486? 1486. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. 1486. And then at the age of 24, correct, 1486, the age of 24, in 1510 AD, Mahaprabhu took sannyas and traveled for 6 years continuously. That is the Madhya Leela. And then for the next 18 years, he lived continuously in Sri Jagannath Puri Dham. That is the Antya Leela. The last 18 years of his pastimes. At the age of 48, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went back to the spiritual world. Okay? So we are reading from the Antya Leela, chapter 12. Okay? Because I wanted to have a pastime where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu both are there. So I picked this pastime. And then tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we will speak on the interactions of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with one of his very special devotee. And then on Saturday in the center, we will see. I have not decided. Let's speak something about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But today we'll talk about the 12th chapter. We'll not be able to cover the whole chapter, but just the beginning part. 12th chapter of the Antya Leela. This chapter is entitled The Loving Dealings Between Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Jagadananda Pandit. Okay? So we'll be reading together Text 1. Shruyatam nityam.
Shruyatam shruyatam nityam.
Giyatam muda.
Giyatam muda.
Chintatam bhakta.
Chintatam bhakta.
Chaitanya charitamritam.
Chaitanya charitamritam.
Shruyatam nityam.
Shruyatam nityam.
Giyatam muda.
Giyatam muda.
Chintatam bhakta.
Chintatam bhakta.
Chaitanya charitamritam.
Chaitanya charitamritam.
In the Vedic culture, there is a pranam mantra for everyone and everything. You see Krishna, Hey Krishna, Karuna Sindhu, Dina Bandho, Jagatpate, Gopesha, Gopika Kanta, Radha Kanta, Namostute. You see Radharani, Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi, Shri Radhe, Vrindavaneshwari, Vrishabhanusute Devi, Pranamami Hari. There are pranam mantras for everyone. You Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya, Namne Gaura, Siddharma. There is a pranam mantra for Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita also. And it is this verse. Haribol. This verse is the pranam mantra for Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita. When you see Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, you should say Shruyatam nityam.
Shruyatam nityam.
Giyatam muda.
Giyatam muda.
Chintatam bhakta.
Chintatam bhakta.
Chaitanya charitamritam.
Chaitanya charitamritam.
So the translation is, all the translations and purports are by our beloved founder Acharya, Nitya Lila Pravishtha, Om Vishnupad, Shri Srimad, His Divine Grace, Srila Abhay Charanar Vinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Shruyatam nityam. In ecstasy, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the author, is saying, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita should be always heard again and again. Shruyatam nityam, always. Giyatam muda. Muda means happily. And happily you should sing the verses of Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita. You should sing the verses. It's all kavita. You should sing it. The verses of Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Giyatam. And how? Not, when will the class get over? It is Ekadashi. Today we are supposed to do Shravan Kirtan. So don't fault me if I keep going on and on and on and on. So Giyatam muda, happily we have to, nothing will happen. Don't worry. Kids who are in school, nothing will happen. Don't worry. One day if you sleep less, it's okay. This is Ekadashi. Giyatam muda, happily we should sing the verses of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Chintatam bhaktas. And all the devotees. Who is Chaitanya Charitamrita meant for? Bhaktas. The devotees. They should Chintatam. Chintan karna hai. They have to meditate on Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chintatam bhaktas. On what? Chaitanya Charitamrita. So Chaitanya Charitamrita is to be heard, it is to be sung, and it is to be meditated upon by the devotees. Always. Sada and Muda. Muda means? Happily. Okay, so let's recite the pranam mantra of Chaitanya Charitamrita once more. Shruyatam nityam.
Shruyatam nityam.
Giyatam muda.
Giyatam muda.
Chintatam bhakta.
Chintatam bhakta.
Chaitanya Charitamritam.
Chaitanya charitamritam.
Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jai Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Dayamay.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Dayamay.
Jaya Jaya Nityananda Kripa Sindhu Jai.
Jaya Jaya Nityananda Kripa Sindhu Jaya.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Karuna Sagar.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Karuna Sagar.
Jaya Gaura Bhakta Gana Kripa Purnanta.
Jaya Gaura Bhakta Gana Kripa Purnanta.
All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is all merciful. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Dayamaya. He's all merciful. How many of us need mercy? Haribol! Jaya Jaya Nityananda Kripa Sindhu Jaya. All glories to Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who is Kripa Sindhu, who is the ocean of mercy. So Katha will go on. If you are tired, you can stand up. There is a restroom right there. If you need to go to the restroom, use the restroom. There are some bananas I can see. You can pluck a banana and start eating also. But if possible, please stay. Because you will get eternal benefit by listening to the words of Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami. All glories to Sri Advaita Prabhu, who is also an ocean of mercy. Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Karuna Sagar. All glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jai Gaura Bhaktagan, whose hearts are always filled with mercy. Kripa Purna Antar, whose hearts are filled with Kripa, filled with mercy. All glories to all of you. Now, in the interest of time, don't repeat after me because we have much ground to cover. Thank you, Sanjeev Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Devotees are Kripa Purnanta. They are doing, you saw I was struggling, so Kripa Purna. Thank you. Now, just listen and you can read with me and you can sing with me. Atha par Mahaprabhu Vishanya Antar Krishnera Viyoga Dasha Spure Nirantar. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying that when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where is Mahaprabhu living right now? Jagannath Puri. So when he was living in Jagannath Puri, Vishanna Antar, Mahaprabhu was always sad. Now Bhakti is Ananda Buddhi Vardhanam, always filled with Ananda. But Mahaprabhu was Vishanna Antar. He was always very morose. Why? Krishnera Viyoga Dasha. Because Mahaprabhu was always feeling separation from Krishna. This is the nature of prem, that you feel separation. You cannot feel separation from someone unless there is prem. Is it correct or not?
Yes.
We love somebody, then we feel separation from them. So because Mahaprabhu has so much love for Krishna, he's always feeling separation from Krishna, and therefore Krishnera Viyoga Dasha Spure Nirantar. Non-stop, continuously he was feeling separation from Krishna. Acha? If you are feeling separation from Krishna, then what are you going to say? So this one I want you to repeat after me. Sorry. I make rules and I break them. Next 5. This is too beautiful. Ha ha Krishna Prananatha Vrajendra Nandana.
Ha ha Krishna Prananatha Vrajendra Nandana.
Kaha jaya kaha paya murali vadana.
Kaha jaya kaha paya murali vadana.
Ha ha Krishna Prananatha Vrajendra Nandana.
Ha ha Krishna Prananatha Vrajendra Nandana.
Kaha jaya kaha paya murali vadana.
Kaha jaya kaha paya murali vadana.
Krishnera Viyoga Dasha Spure Nirantar. Continuously Mahaprabhu is feeling separation from Lord Krishna. So what is he saying? Ha ha Krishna Prananath Vrajendra Nandan. Oh my Krishna, where are you? Where are you? Where can I find you? Where can I meet you? Oh Murali Vadan. Oh Krishna, you play your flute and steal my heart. Vamshidhari Chittahari. Vamshidhari Chittahari. That beautiful verse that we sing in Vrindavan every day during Mangalarti. Ravananta kara makhana taskara gopi jana vastrahari brajera rakhana gopavrinda chittahari vamshidhari. It still is the heart. My playing is chittahari vamshidhari. So Murli Vadan, where are you? रात्रि दिन ए दशा स्वस्ति नाही मने कष्टे रात्रि गोणाय स्वरूप रामानंद सने. This was the situation day and night, that Mahaprabhu was crying in separation from Krishna day and night, and he was passing his nights with great difficulty. Kashta means great pain. He was passing his kashte ratri gona. He was spending his nights in great separation, because in the daytime devotees would come to meet him. In the daytime, he would attend the Bhagavatam class of Gadadhar Pandit. In the daytime, he would go to Jagannath temple, take darshan of Jagannath. In the daytime, he would do Nagar Sankirtan with hundreds and thousands of devotees. So he was occupied. But in the Gambhira at night, Kashta, in his solitude, Viraha Dasha from Lord Krishna would increase unlimitedly. And in the holding the hands of Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Rai. Who are they? Ramananda Rai is Vishaka Sakhi.
Lalita Sakhi.
Vishaka Sakhi, Vishaka Matari Sakhi, and Swarup Damodar Goswami is Lalita Sakhi. Any Lalita Devi Dasi here? His Holiness Giriraj Swami Maharaj has one disciple. Lalita Devi Dasi. So Swarup Damodar Goswami is Lalita Sakhi, and Vishaka Sakhi is Ramananda Rai. And Mahaprabhu is in Radha Bhav, he's Radharani. So Radharani is holding the hands of Lalita Vishaka and crying in separation from Krishna. That's what Kaviraj Goswami is saying. Meanwhile, all the devotees from Bengal, they came to Jagannath Puri. Now, my dear friends, we are all where in Jagannath Puri. And which guests have come? The residents of Navadvip from Bengal. The devotees of Mahaprabhu, they have come. Like Advaita Acharya and his good wife, Sita Thakurani. Srivas Thakur and his good wife, Malini Devi. And his brothers, Shri Ram, Srinidhi, Shripati. His three brothers have come with their families. And Shivananda Sen has come. And Kola Vijayashwidhar has come. And our Shuklambar Brahmachari has come. Murari Gupta, Hanumanji has come. So all these great devotees from Navadvip have come. Every year they would come. They would go for yatra. Not a 15-day yatra. More than 4 months. They would come for Jagannath Rath Yatra, and they would stay full Chaturmas after that. Till the end of Kartik, they would be with Mahaprabhu. And then after Kartik, they would come back. So 5 months approximately, and then it took so many weeks to travel. So 5 to 6 months, they were not in Navadvip. They were in Jagannath Puri with Mahaprabhu. 200 to 300 devotees every year would go from Navadvip to Jagannath Puri. And they have arrived today. So we need devotees to host them. There are no Patel Motel in Jagannath Puri. So we have to host them. So how many of you would like to host Advaita Acharya in your house? Even Srivas Thakur is looking for accommodation. Sanjeev Prabhu, you want to? So we have to host them. We have to volunteer. So under the guidance of Maharaj Pratap Rudra, all the residents of Jagannath Puri, they volunteered happily. Our house is open. 5 months they can come and stay with us happily. They can cook in our house, they can stay in our house. So in this way, happily the devotees of Jagannath Puri, they hosted the devotees from Bengal. This is our Vaishnava culture from Navadvip. Yes. So they have arrived and they immediately came to see Mahaprabhu. As soon as they arrived, they are walking all the way from Bengal to Jagannath Puri. Shivananda Sena Ara Acharya Gosai Navadvipe Saba Bhakta Haila Eka Thai. Headed by Shivananda Sena and Advaita Acharya, all the Navadvip devotees, so now they are going to journey. So they all assembled in Navadvip. So Kaviraj Goswami is describing their journey from Navadvip to Jagannath Puri. So they came together, first of all. Yatra begins when everybody comes together. Here we come at the airport or the bus stop. But there they would all come together. Shivananda Sen and Advaita Acharya. All the devotees have come together. And different devotees are described. The residents of Kulyagram came. The residents of Shrikhanda came. Who are the residents of Shrikhanda? Yes. Mukunda Sarkar. Not Mukunda Datta. Mukunda Datta is from Navadvip. a singer, Mukunda Sarkar, who is what profession is he? Doctor. Yes. Yeah, he's Rajavaidya. He's the personal physician to the king. It's a very big post. He's physician number one, Mukunda Sarkar. And what is his son's name? Raghunandan Thakur. And his brother's name is Narhari Sarkar. So these are the residents of Sri Khanda. They came, all great devotees. Now see this beautiful verse, verse 10. Nityananda Prabhure Yadyapi Agya Nahi Tathapi Dekhite Chale Chaitanya Gosai. Nityananda Prabhu was told by Mahaprabhu, don't come. Agya Nahi. You are doing excellent preaching. If Sanjeev Prabhu leaves, then the Bhakti Vriksha will stop. So Nityananda Prabhu was told, no stopping your preaching activity. Preaching is most important. Don't come for Chaturmas, 5 months, don't close down your Bhakti Vrikshas. Nityananda Prabhu was running many Bhakti Vrikshas in Bengal. He was actively preaching with his associates. So Mahaprabhu said, don't interrupt your preaching. 5-month gap is too much. Devotees will stop chanting. So you continue preaching, no need to come to Bengal every year. You have come so many years, don't come. Mahaprabhu said, don't come. And Nityananda Prabhu, Tathapi Dekhite Chalila Chaitanya Gosai. Still Nityananda Prabhu disobeyed Mahaprabhu, and to see Mahaprabhu he came. Anyway, he came anyway, even though he didn't have permission. And Kaviraj Goswami elsewhere explains, this is Premera Swabhava. This is the nature of love. That when there is too much love, you sometimes disobey. Not out of disregard for the instructions, but helplessly. A devotee is helpless. Once I had asked Sripad Mukundatta Prabhu that why Kunti Maharani is imploring Krishna to stay back in Hastinapur. Kunti Stuti. Why she knows that Devaki, Nanda Baba, Devaki and Vasudev, they are crying in separation from Krishna. So many months Krishna has been away from Dwarka. So they are waiting. They are senior devotees than Kunti. So Kunti should think, oh no, Krishna has to go back now. His house is not in Hastinapur, his house is in Dwarka. So why he is stopping her? Why Yudhishthira is saying stay some more time, stay, because Devaki is crying, Rukmini is crying, Satyabhama is crying. Why they are insensitive, or devotee should be paradukha dukhi. Kunti should think about Rukmini and Satyabhama and Devaki and Vasudev. Why she is not thinking of them? So Sripad Mukundaprabhu smiled and he said, Premara Swabhava. It is the nature of love that love is so overwhelming that helplessly Kunti is saying, Krishna, please don't go. She cares for the Dwarkavasis. She cares for the Brajvasis. But the prem is so strong that helplessly when she sees Krishna going, she says, oh, Krishna, please wait with us. Please wait, don't go, don't leave us, don't leave us. It is just nature of love. So Nityananda's love was such that he came anyway to see. He could not live without me. He said, I will appoint some other Bhakti Vriksha leaders, but I'm coming. I have to see Mahaprabhu. I have to get my nourishment. I have to get my nourishment. So he came anyway. Then further in verse 11, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes that Srivas Thakur also came with his 3 brothers and his wife, Sri Malini Devi. Acharya Ratna also came. He was also accompanied by his wife. So in Krishna consciousness, husbands and wives, they have equal right. It is the duty of the husband to make sure that the wife also gets to come for satsang. Not that you stay at home, I'll go. No, equal right. Both have equal up because Jivera Swarup hai Krishna and Nitya Das. Just like the men want to become pure devotees, the wives also should become pure devotees. And hearing and chanting is essential for that. So everybody should come. Remember last time when I came in the center, we spoke about the story of Gadadhara Bhatta Goswami. How many of you remember? Gaura Guru told me once कि प्रभु जो मेरे 1990s के नोट्स है आज भी वही चल रहा है. Because devotees forget. But I'm on the same notebook. So how many of you remember what was the? Nobody remembers. I'm shocked. Chamatkar. Nobody remembers? Huh? No. Yes. Silki Mataji.
Which is the same Katha which you mentioned regarding the banana leaves.
That was Kolavya Sridhar. That was there. Iha hai. Aage kaho aap. There was a story of Gadadhar Pandit, which I shared with all of you. that he was the descendant of Raghunath Bhatt Goswami. He became the next Bhagavad Kathakar. And there was the queen of king of Bharatpur who used to come for the Katha.
Yes.
The king of Bharatpur used to come and the queen became envious. That why my husband is going. And then she sent her servant with a false allegation. And then what was the lesson? What did Gadadhar Bhatta tell the queen? What was her mistake?
Did not take his wife, so he had to take his
Did not take the husband. Said your mistake was you did not bring your husband for the Katha. If the husband doesn't come for Katha, how his heart will become purified? Oh, sorry. He told. Sorry. He told that you should have brought your wife also.
Because the wife was not letting him go to the Katha.
But you should have still brought her. But because the wife did not come, she is doing all these conspiracies.
Yes.
So like that. See, I also forget. Therefore, same notes are going on. बोले आत्मा सीरियल के जो नोट्स बनाए थे आज भी वही चल रहा है. So like that. So therefore, they are bringing their wives and their children also. Then verse number 12. Shivananda patni chale tina putra laya Raghava pandita chale jhali sajaiya. Shivananda Sen went with his wife and 3 children. And then Raghav Pandit, his sister Damayanti, all of them were carrying their famous Raghav Panditera jhala, their bags of non-perishable prasad they would take for Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu could enjoy the whole year. Then Vasudev Datta, Murari Gupta, Vidyanidhi. Who is Vidyanidhi? Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Whose incarnation is he? Yes, Vrishabhan Maharaj's incarnation. Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Amazing devotee. So Pundarik Vidyanidhi was there. And many devotees came to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All together they numbered Dui Teen Shata Bhakta Karila Gaman. 2-300. Shata means 100. So 200-300 devotees were coming every year. And before leaving Navadvip for Jagannath Puri, Shachi Mata dekhi sabe tara agya laya Anande chalila Krishna Kirtana kariya. Before leaving from Navadvip, before departing, they went to meet Shachi Mata. They took her blessings. That mother, we are going to take darshan of Mahaprabhu, Jagannath Puri. 5 months approximately we will not be here because 4 months we will be living there, 4.5 months. So please give permission. Shachimata gave permission and blessings. And then Anande Charila, how? Krishna Kirtana Kariya. Not talking Jagat Varta. So what is your planning for a business? 4 months you will not be there. Kisko appoint kiya? Kaise chalega dukaan? Store kaise chalega? Vijay Prabhu, store kaise chalega? They were not talking all these things. They were talking Krishna Kirtan. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Paro Premamritam Bhodidhi Dhira Dhira Gana Priya Priya Karo Nirvatsara Pujito Vande Rupa Sanatano Raguyuto Shri Jiva Gopalito. Krishna Kirtan. So they took blessings, permission of Shachi Mata, and then happily they were doing Krishna Kirtan. No gossip, no mundane talk. They're talking about Krishna. Then Shivananda Sen managed all the payments at the toll booths. And he maintained everyone and guided all the devotees how? Sukhe, happily. So now 200-300 devotees are going. In those days, India was not one country. There were many princely states. And every state had its own tax. For traveling along the walkway through different kingdoms, you had to pay tax. You cross a river, you have to pay the boatman. So many rivers came, you have to pay the boatman. So money is required. Money is required. And who was the sponsor every year for the whole pilgrimage? It was Shivananda. He was the manager and he was the financier. He used to fund everybody. He would not let any devotee pay. No, it is my seva. All year I earn so that I can sponsor the pilgrimage for all of you. He would pay toll, he would pay the boatman, and he would pay for accommodation. Now devotees would stop at different village every night. So you have to find, again, there were no hotels and motels. So you have to find people to keep you in their house. So 2, 3 people in one house, and then you have to give them some money. That's reciprocation, no? So all that money Shivananda Sen did. So Shivananda Sen was doing Vaishnava Seva. And he was very dear to Mahaprabhu, and that is what we will see. The meaning, the take-home message is that it's not that just if you are speaking Harikatha, you are dear to Mahaprabhu. It's not that if you are doing Kirtan, you are dear to Mahaprabhu. It's not that you are writing different books like Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, you are dear to Mahaprabhu. Every devotee can be dear to Mahaprabhu. Even Shravanam, sitting and hearing attentively, is one limb of bhakti. And who is the Acharya for Shravanam? Parishit Maharaj. He became perfect just by hearing Harikatha. So just by hearing also is a seva. Giving donation is a seva. Reading is a seva. Speaking is a seva. Doing kirtan is a seva. Playing mridanga is a seva. Playing kartal is a seva. Preaching is a seva. Everything is seva. And everyone is dear to Mahaprabhu. Whatever seva we are doing, we should do it sincerely. Shivananda Sen's seva service was to pay. Pay for everybody's yatra. Pay for their toll. Pay for their accommodation. Pay for their food. Devotees will need food. So different people will feed them in different villages, but you have to pay them. Because they are simple people, no? In villages. So you have to pay them something. And Shivananda Sen paid for everyone. That was his seva. And he knew the roads, everything very nicely. So he would even was their tour guide. He would guide them. Let's go through that valley. That mountain is very treacherous. I have heard tigers there. So let's go like this. So he would, because there are ladies, there are small kids, and they're walking on feet. They're walking. They are not going in palanquin or horseback or some bullock cart. They are walking through forests, mountains, valleys. There are snakes, there are leopards, tigers, wild boar, bear. It's dangerous, is it not? And there are kids, ladies. So you need a guide who will take proper. And there are dacoits on the way. So you have to avoid all that. So it was quite an adventure, isn't it? Very good. Now what happened one day? Please listen carefully. एक दिन सब लोक घाटिया ले रखिला सबा छाड़िया शिवानंद एकला रहिला. One day they were going through one particular small kingdom, and there was a toll collector. How on the highway we have toll booths? Too many, right? Even in India, if you go, too many toll booths. You go from Delhi airport to Vrindavan, you have to pay toll on the road. So there were toll booths. So at one particular toll booth, it was taking some time. There was some argument because he used to bargain also. Why so much tag? He's under 12. For a discount, no. He used to discount half ticket. So like that, he used to argue because Krishna's money, you should not waste it. So he is arguing and negotiating. So it was getting delayed. So he told all the devotees, you all go through the toll booth, you all pass through. You see that big banyan tree, go sit under that tree. I will negotiate, I will settle the account, and I will come. So all the devotees, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Srivas Thakur, everybody they went, and they 200-300 devotees, they took shelter under a huge banyan tree. It was hot sun afternoon. They are going in which month? Just before Yatra. May. May is so hot in India, and there are no, water bottles or refreshment centers. Nothing on the way. You find a village, then you stop and you eat, and then you keep walking. There's nothing on the way. From a river, you may drink some water. So everybody is thirsty, tired, hungry, and heat exhausted. So he told them, you wait under the tree. I will stand here in the sun. I will negotiate. I will settle. I will pay, and I will join you. Give me a few minutes. So all the devotees went. They took shelter under the tree. And Shivananda Sen, he paid all the taxes, all the toll, and he negotiated also. And then he had to arrange for their residential quarters, which means you have to go to the village, announce yourself. I am Shivananda Sen. I have got 300 devotees with me. I need 150 houses, 2 devotees in each house for one night. And they will need to cook also. So you'll have to give your kitchen for a few hours to them because they cook their own food. And I will pay you so much. All this management, Prabhuji. And it's not you advance, you go online and you book hotel.com and you book. You have to go and spontaneously arrange everything every day for everyone. This was Shivananda Sen's single-handed service. Isn't it great? Shri Shivananda Sen ki? And who is he in Vraj Leela? He is a gopi, a dear friend of Srimati Radharani. So, Shivananda Sen is making all these arrangements while all the devotees are waiting patiently under the tree. Akarodha Paramananda Nityananda Rai. Our Akarod Nityananda became Krodhit. He became very angry. He became impatient. So you see. Nityananda Prabhu Bhuke Vyakula Haiya Shivanande Gali Padhe Vakana Paiya. Yes. He gives, Nityananda Prabhu gives bad words. Even Chaitanya Bhagavat says. And it is my Srila Saraswati Thakur in the purport writes in Chaitanya Bhagavat that Nityananda Prabhu gives Brajbhashi Kalya also. He can give bad words in Brajbhasha also. When he's angry. Nityananda Prabhu is Avadhut. It's very difficult to understand. So Nityananda Prabhu, bhuke. He was very hungry. And then he became hangry. Vyakula Haiya. And then what happened? Because he didn't get food and Vasana Paya, he didn't get a residential place to stay. Nityananda got angry. And Shivanande Gali Pade. He was criticizing Shivananda sir. What does he say? In anger, he will not say Shri Shivananda Sen. He's going to say Shiva. So let's see verse number 20. Tina putra maruka shivar ekhana na aila bhuke mari genu more vasana devila. Nityananda said, this Shivananda Sen, he's keeping me hungry, telling me, you wait under that tree, it's being so long, I am hungry, I don't have a place to stay, out of my hunger I may die. Nitai is saying, I might die. One meal, little delay, he's saying, I might die. So instead, I curse Shivananda Sen. He has got 3 sons. Let all his 3 sons die. Tina Putra Maruka. Nityananda Prabhu, who is Ādi Guru, is the original spiritual master. He is pronouncing a curse that because there has been a delay in my prasadam arrangement, Silki Mataji, be careful, huh? Because there's a delay in prasadam service, I curse. And he spoke that curse. Now you can imagine Shivananda Sen's wife is sitting there. Shivananda Sen alone is at the tall booth. Everybody else is sitting there. So the 3 kids are also there. And Shivananda Sen's wife is there. And Nityananda just spoke a curse that let Shiva's 3 sons die. Hare Krishna. Shuni Shivanandera Patni Kandite Lagila. Hena Kale Shivananda Ghati Haite Aila. Hearing the curse of Nityananda Prabhu that my 3 sons will die because there is a delay in Prasad, Shivananda Sen's wife started crying. Shivananda Patni Shuni Kandite Lagila. She started crying. Kandite means crying. She started crying. Oh, my sons will die now. At that time, Shivananda Sen came, happily walking. He had negotiated a good price. He was happily coming. And his wife is crying. Shivanandera Patni Tare Kahena Kadiya Putre Shap Dishena Gosai Vasana Paiya. Shivananda Sen's wife told him, oh, Patidev, Nitai Gosai has cursed our 3 sons to die because he didn't get food and didn't get residential quarters on time. He didn't give a bad review. He gave a curse. May your 3 sons die. So you can imagine for a mother, even father, the biggest loss is this, to lose one's child. And all 3 kids will die. Nityananda cursed. So what will Shivananda San say? He just found out from his wife that Nitai has cursed all his 3 children to die. He says, this Chaitanya Leela. Teho kahe bauli kene mari sakadiya maruka amartina putra tara balai laya. He says, Bauli. In Marathi, we say, Baudat. Bauli. Oh, crazy woman. Why are you needlessly crying? Can you imagine Shivananda Sen, such a father? He just received a curse, and in those days, curse, they come true. It's not like our curse. Well, the curses work when there is spiritual Shakti.
Silky Mata is relaxed now.
Huh? Now she's relaxed. She's at ease. अभी तक सावधान विश्राम. Now, if there is a spiritual Shakti and there is a good cause, then the curse will work. Can you give me an example from the life of Srila Prabhupada, where Srila Prabhupada cursed?
Denier. The Jews.
His Holiness Srila Giriraj Swami Maharaj has written the beautiful book, I'll Build Your Temple. Very detailed description of this wonderful Kurukshetra fight. Prabhupada liked a good fight for Krishna. So in that, Mr. Nair was giving really too much trouble. He was using political intrigue and money and so many things against Srila Prabhupada, against Radha Ras Bihari Ji. So Prabhupada really desired that enough, this fellow should die. And he died. Yeah.
Heart attack.
Shiva Daindar Prabhu also cursed one time. He broke his Brahmin thread and spoke a curse to one devotee who was harassing Aindar Prabhu and not allowing a devotee to assist him in the service of Radha Shyam Sundar. So because he was depriving that devotee of service of Radha Shyam Sundar, after repeatedly pleading, it's there in the Kirtan Revolution book. Shiva Daindar Prabhu was cursed and it worked. Hare Krishna. Ladini Mataji also. Ladini Mataji was removed from the service of Jagannath by one leader in New Vrindavan. And she was told, you go and do some service elsewhere. She didn't curse, but she wrote a letter to Jagannath. So they were saying that a brahmachari should serve Jagannath, not this lady. A brahmachari should serve. So she was removed and a brahmachari was appointed. And Ladini Mataji wrote a letter to Jagannath that I know you are a chaliya. You didn't want me, na? That's why after so many years of service, you're removing your servant from the service without any notice. If there was some problem in my service, you should have told me. Balram, at least you should have told me. Subhadra Dev, at least you should have told me that you don't like my service. I would have changed things around. But instead, you are removing me from your service. So she wrote a letter and kept it at the feet of Jagannath. And next day, the brahmachari ran away from there. He just had a change of heart. He said, well, I think I'm going to get married. And he ran away from New Vrindavan. And then the temple president said, well, Ladini Mataji, I think you should come back. So, but lesser people like us, the curse will not work. But when Nityananda Prabhu curses, he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's the original spiritual master. It's going to work. The curse will come true, for sure. But Shivananda Sen is saying, why are you needlessly crying? Can you give me another example from Chaitanya Leela?
Pandit Srivasa's son.
Yes.
Siddharth Pandit.
Very wonderful pastime.
Gopal.
And Gopal also, Advaita Acharya's son, in Jagannath Puri. During the Kirtan, when he dropped dead, Advaita Acharya also was praying Narasimha Mantra. And Srivas Thakur, when his son actually died, and Mahaprabhu was doing Kirtan, Srivas Thakur said that once in a day of Brahma, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes. Once in billions of years, Mahaprabhu comes for 48 years on this earth planet. There are millions and millions of houses and villages on this earth planet. But he chose Navadvip. In Navadvip, there are thousands and thousands of homes. He chose our home to do Kirtan in Srivasanga. And that Kirtan is going on now. And many times I have died. Millions of births and deaths I have faced. Malini, millions of births and deaths you have faced. And so has our son. So what if he has died? He has died many times before, millions of times before. I have died millions of times before. You have died. We have died many times, nothing new. But Mahaprabhu's Kirtan goes on once in a day of Brahma. And he has chosen of all the places Navadvip and of all the houses, our house. And that Kirtan is happening now. And for this little event, that a son has died, you want to interrupt the ecstasy of Mahaprabhu? If you do that, I will jump in Ganga and give up my life. Put cloth in your mouth and stop crying. No noise, he told his wife. This is the faith that the pure devotees have in the process. He says, It is auspicious the son has died. Why do we bring up a child? So that he becomes a pure devotee and goes back to Godhead. Arey, he has gone back to Godhead. What more do you want? He has died in Navadvip Dham, in Srivas Angan, in the presence of Mahaprabhu, hearing the kirtan of Mahaprabhu. Here Mukunda Dutt is singing, Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu are dancing, and our son has died. It cannot get more auspicious than this. He has gone back to Golok Vrindavan, and you are crying? But this requires faith. Shivananda Sen had that faith. He's saying, Bauli, crazy woman, why are you crying needlessly? Marne de, maru kamar tin putra. Let our 3 sons die. Because I have caused inconvenience to Nityananda Prabhu. I have caused inconvenience to Nityananda Prabhu. So it's okay. Let him die. Eta boli Prabhu pashe gela Shivananda uthi tare latha maila Prabhu Nityananda. Now see, Shivananda Sen has shown such incredible faith in Nityananda Prabhu. He has 3 sons and not one. All 3 of them are going to die. And he's still happy. He's saying, no, it serves me right. It's okay, don't cry. I have caused inconvenience to Nityananda Prabhu. How many people in this world get service to Nityananda Prabhu? Nobody. I got that service and I failed in my service. So let me be punished. It's okay. Don't cry. And saying this, he goes to Nityananda Prabhu. Such faith he has in Nityananda Prabhu. And how is Nityananda Prabhu going to reward him? For this Shraddha? Shraddhavan Jana hai. Nadiya Godru mein Nityananda Ram. How he is going to reciprocate? He's going to give a kick in his chest. Uthi tare lat mari. Prabhu Nityananda. Nityananda Prabhu kicked him in the chest. Shivananda Sen, he fell backwards. But what was the reaction of Shivananda Sen after being kicked in front of his wife, in front of his 3 sons, in front of all the 200, 300 devotees? This yatra leader has been kicked by a yatri. By a pilgrim, the pilgrimage leader has been kicked in the chest. How is Shivananda Sen going to respond? Text 25. Anandita haila shivai pada prahar paya shighra vasa ghara kaila gauda ghare giya. When Shivananda Sen was kicked in the chest by Nityananda Prabhu, Shivananda Sen was very pleased. Anandita haila. He became very happy. And quickly, shighra, very quickly, he found the house of a nice milkman where there will be a lot of sandesh, rasgullas, sweet rice. He found the house of a milkman as the residential quarter for Nityananda Prabhu for that day. He was very happy. So first he arranged the residential quarter and prasad for Nityananda Prabhu, and then he came to Nityananda Prabhu again. See, he could have apologized at that time. Nitai, I'm really sorry. There has been a delay, but those people were really arguing with me. They were quoting a very high, blah, 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 blah. But he's hungry and he wants a house to stay. So Shivananda Sen did not waste time in apologizing, explaining, giving justification. He immediately went, arranged a house, arranged prasad for Nityananda Prabhu, satisfied Nityananda Prabhu, and then came again to apologize. Charane dhariya Prabhu re vasaya laya gela. Vasadiya Rishya Haila Kahitela Gila. Shivananda Sen touched the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda Prabhu and then led him to his residence. Come, let me show you our house. This is the place where you're going to stay. Very nice milkman. He has everything ready for you. Nice prasad. And then, being very pleased, Rishya Haila, very pleased, he began speaking to Nityananda Prabhu. Now, Shivananda Sen is speaking to Nityananda Prabhu. Please listen carefully. Aji more bhritya kari angikara kaila jemana aparana bhritya yogya phala diya. Shivananda Sen is telling Mahaprabhu, Aji more bhritya kari. Today, by kicking me, you have accepted me as a servant. Who do we kick? Somebody who is subordinate to us. We don't go and kick the boss. We don't walk into the CEO's office and kick him. But someone who is subordinate, that person will chastise and punish. You have punished me publicly today. That means you have publicly accepted me as your servant. Aji more bhritya kaila. You have accepted me as your bhritya, as your servant. Angikara kaila means you have accepted me as a servant. And Jemana aparada bhrityara yogya phala dila. Now I am your bhritya, I am your servant. Servant has made a mistake. Yogya phala dila. You have given me the appropriate punishment. Shivananda says, you have given me appropriate punishment. Then he says, Shashti chhale kripa kara e tomar karuna trijagate tomar charitra bhuje kona jana. Very beautiful. He says that Shasti means shasan karna, to punish. Your chastisement, your punishment is kripa. Nityananda Prabhu's chastisement is his kripa. Shasti chhale kripa kara. On the pretext of doing chastisement, chhal. Shasti chhale kripa kara. On the pretext of giving chastisement, you are actually giving mercy. E tomar karuna. This is your mercy. Tri jagate tomar charitra bhuje kona jana. In these three words, who can understand? You, Nityananda Prabhu. Nobody can understand. So when this verse is there, one devotee asked my spiritual master, Srila Radha Swami Maharaj, what does this mean? That Shasti chhale kripa kara, e tomar karuna. That on the pretext of giving punishment, you give mercy. How? What was the thing? So Srila Radha Swami Maharaj said, this is not mentioned anywhere. This is Maharaj's realization. Maharaj says that when Shivananda Sen was coming towards the tree, where all the 200 devotees are sitting, Shivananda Sen was looking at Mahaprabhu. I was looking at Nityananda Prabhu. And he was looking at Nityananda's lotus feet. And he was singing, Nitai Pada Kamala, Koti Chandra Sushitala. Nityananda's lotus feet are so amazing. I wish I could have Nitai's lotus feet on my heart. He was walking and he was thinking like that. About Nitai. And then Maharaj says, actually, throughout the pilgrimage, Shivananda Sen was looking at Nityananda's lotus feet. I want them on my heart. I want Nitai's feet on my heart. Because I am here. Jiva is here in the Ridha Desha. The Jiva is here with the Paramatma. So I want Mahaprabhu's lotus feet on me. I am here. I am not the world. I am not here. And Nityananda is understanding. Na? He's also Ridha Desha Arjuna Tishtati. Nityananda is in the heart. He's understanding that Shivananda Sen is repeatedly praying that Nitai, keep your lotus feet here. Nitai Pada Kamal. Idhar rakho aapke charan. Keep your lotus feet on my heart. And Nitai says, everybody is watching. Then everybody will say, I also want. Why not me? So it will become chaos. We have to go to Jagannath Puri. It will create a disturbance. So Shivananda Sen is saying, do something so that you put your lotus feet here and nobody complains. Nobody protests also. So Maharaj says, therefore Shivananda Sen was praying like this. Therefore Nityananda Prabhu, that is a chhal. Shasti chhale kripa kari. It looks that he is doing shasan. He is punishing. But actually it was answering to his prayers. Kripa kari. So nobody will say, Mujhe maro. Because it appears as shasan, it appears as disciplining, punishment. So nobody said, Mujhe give me too. Only Shivananda Sen deserved. Because he was arranging and he was the one who caused the healer. So Nityananda took that opportunity and answered his prayers also. And then Shivananda Sen, therefore he's saying like that. And then he says, Brahmana durlabha tomar shri charana renu hena charan sparsha paila mora adham tanu. How beautiful. He's saying that even Lord Brahma cannot get the dust of your lotus feet, Nityananda Prabhu. And those lotus feet have touched this adhama tanu, this contaminated body of mine. This is the mood of a devotee. He is grateful for the punishment. Or he is seeing kripa in the punishment. Then he doesn't stop there. Aji mora safala haila jamma kula karma Ādi paino Krishna bhakti artha kama dharma. So beautiful. Aji mora safala haila janma kula karma. Today, all my activities have become successful. Today, my birth has become successful. Today, my family has become successful. You are cursing my family to die. But I say, Aaj safal haila bara kul. Today, my family has become successful. Aji painu Krishna bhakti. Till today, I was chanting Hare Krishna, nothing was happening. But now that I have got your lotus feet on my heart, now I will get Krishna bhakti. Aji painu Krishna bhakti. Artha kama dharma. And everything, dharma, artha, kama, everything I have got today by the touch of your lotus feet, Nityananda Prabhu. I am very grateful to you. My family is successful. Now what will happen? Shuni Nityananda Prabhu Anandi Taman Uti Shivanande Kaila Premalingan. Haribol! Hearing this, words of Shivananda said, Nityananda became very happy. So he got up And Shivananda Kaila Prema Alingan. He embraced Shivananda Sen with love. Prema Alingan. How many of you want the Prema Alingan of Nityananda Prabhu? But before that, what you have to receive? How many of you are willing to receive that? Haribol. See, even the gopis are praying. Yatte Sujata Charana Muruham Staneshu. We want Krishna's lotus feet on our heart. So that's the prayer. That was Shivananda Sen's prayer, and he got it. So we should be willing to get chastisement. And what will follow chastisement if we have the right attitude? Mercy. Mercy. We'll get mercy. So Shivananda Sen got the loving embrace. So Shivananda Sen, according to Srila Radharani Swami Maharaj, he was praying throughout. I want the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu on my heart. I want the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu on my heart. And his prayer was answered. So we should also pray like this. And someday our prayer will also be answered. So we should pray like this. We should cultivate these spiritual desires. I want Radha Bihari's lotus feet of my heart. We should pray like that. It's very important. Unless we pray, it will never happen. Only if we pray, it will happen. So we should pray. Then, next verse. Anandita Shivananda Kare Samadhan Acharyadi Vaishnavere Dilabasa Sthan. Then after this embrace of Nityananda Prabhu, our Shivananda goes Advaita Acharya, other devotees, he makes arrangements for all of them. Sabse pehle, he made arrangement for Nityananda Prabhu. Because he's restless. So then he took care of all the other Vaishnavas. Nityananda Prabhu Sabha Charitra Vipari Kruddha Hayya Lathi Mari Kare Tarahit. Nityananda's Charitra is very bewildering. He gets angry and he kicks, but in that he does hit. He gives a supreme benefit. And my dear friends, now you will listen what that supreme benefit is. What Shivananda Sen is going to receive because he received the kick of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. And if we misunderstand this pastime, if we misunderstand the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, if we fail to see the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu in the punishment, we will not get Mahaprabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is Ādi Guru. He is the Guru Tattva. So Nityananda Prabhu represents spiritual master. So we may receive punishment, chastisement, kick from our Gurudev. Please note down. Guru Karnadhar. Guru is Karnadhar means captain of the ship of our life, but Guru is also Karnadhar. He will twist our ear. Karnadhar. That is the right of Gurudev. Guru means we should be chastised by Guru. The fortunate ones are chastised. If you hear the remembrance now of Prabhupada disciples, their most favorite remembrances will be when Prabhupada chastised them, corrected them, because that's where the kripa comes. So, Shivananda Sen accepted the punishment of Nityananda Prabhu and got Prem Alingan, got a loving embrace. But now see what happens to another person who did not see it as kripa. Shivanandera Bhagina Shri Kanta Senanam Mamara Agochar Kahe Kari Abhiman. Shivananda Sen had a nephew, his name was Shrikant. He was also there among the 200, 300 devotees. And he saw his mama being kicked in the chest publicly. So he did Abhiman. He was very proud. And he didn't like it. That Nityananda Prabhu kicked my uncle. Chaitanyera Parishad Mora Matulera Khyati Thakurali Kare Gosai Tare Mari Lathi. Shrikant said that Chaitanyera Parishad Mora Matulera Khyati. My maternal uncle, he is a personal associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Thakurali Kare, this Nityananda Prabhu is showing his authority over my uncle like this, and he kicking him publicly. Laat mare. This is not good. He's showing his superiority. Thakurali means he's showing that I am the Thakur of Shivananda Sen. He's showing his superiority over him by kicking him. This is not good. Eta bali Shrikant Balak aage chali jaye. Sangha chhadi aage gela Mahaprabhu's sthan. Saying this, Shrikant left the group of 200, 300 devotees and alone he proceeded ahead in angry mood. My uncle has been kicked by this Nitai. Nitai did not do the right thing. He should not have kicked my uncle like this. My uncle is very great. He's a personal associate of Mahaprabhu. He went ahead alone. And he went to Mahaprabhu's sthan. He went to Jagannath Puri. He reached, because they were almost there anyway. So he reached Jagannath Puri and went straight to take darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, it is a etiquette that when we go in front of Krishna, when we go on the altar, we wear unstitched clothes. Everybody knows this? So we have to wear kopin, we have to wear dhoti and chadar. And Matajis will wear sari. Hmm? Stitched clothes generally are avoided by the pujaris. That is a siddhanta. And when we offer obeisances, we should not be wearing jacket and coat like that. We should take it off. It is a sign of humility that I am becoming nishkapat. I am transparent. Kuch nahi hai. Hands up. Hari bolo. It's a sign of pranati, sharanagati. So Shrikant forgot this Vaishnava etiquette. And he was wearing a coat, a jacket, and he did not remove it. And he offered Dandavat Namaskar to Mahaprabhu while wearing her jacket. So Govinda, who was a servant of Mahaprabhu, he immediately pointed out, "Hey, Shrikant, what are you doing? Remove your jacket. Don't offer obeisances like that to Mahaprabhu. It's against the Vaishnava etiquette." Mahaprabhu stopped Govinda. Mahaprabhu, Govinda, don't talk to him. He has come here in a disturbed state of mind. Just leave him alone. Let him do what he wants. Hare Krishna. Mahaprabhu said, let him do what he wants. He has come in a disturbed state of mind. Prabhu kahe Shrikant asni yache paiya mano dukha kichu na baliha karuka jate ihar sukha. What he wants, let him do. Don't tell him anything. Don't give him any advice. Mahaprabhu is saying, how many of you want this type of treatment by Mahaprabhu? And Mahaprabhu said, let him do what he wants. Don't say anything to him. Don't correct him. Jo karna hai karne do. How many of you want that kind of treatment? How many of you want chastisement of Nityananda Prabhu? Hari Bol. And many are tatastha. So Mahaprabhu told, just leave the Shrikant alone. Then Mahaprabhu asked Shrikant, Shrikant, how are the devotees? You came alone. Are the devotees okay? So Shrikant immediately understood that because Mahaprabhu said, just leave him alone, don't say anything to him. Mahaprabhu understood what I did. I spoke ill about Nityananda Prabhu. So he told about everyone, but he did not describe the incidents of kicking. That I kicked my uncle and I got angry. He did mention. He said, yes, everybody's fine. They're almost here. No problem. So he said that, and then Mahaprabhu told him to leave. Okay, go. Then what happened was, because Shrikant heard the Lord say that he has come in a disturbed state of mind, Shrikant understood that Mahaprabhu knows everything what happened. So he didn't describe about Nityananda Prabhu kicking his uncle, Shivananda Sen. And then what happened was, Purvavat Prabhu Kaila Sabara Milan Stri Saba Dura Haite Kaila Prabhura Darshan. This is very important. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sannyasi. So then, after Shrikant, all the devotees came. 200, 300 devotees, they all came. And they all met. The men came and met Mahaprabhu. But Stri Saba Dura Haite. The ladies also saw Mahaprabhu, Prabhura Darshan, but from a faraway place. Because Mahaprabhu is sannyasi, he cannot meet ladies. So ladies took, this was the culture of that time. So the ladies took darshan from a faraway place, but they saw Mahaprabhu. His effulgent form, sannyasi clothes, they saw Mahaprabhu. And Gaura Chandra. They saw Mahaprabhu, but from a distance. But the men, they went and they offered obeisances to Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu embraced them. And Mahaprabhu personally arranged for residential quarters of all the devotees. And thereafter, he called them to take Jagannath Prasad also. So Mahaprabhu was so hospitable. He arranged residence for everybody. He arranged Prasad, Jagannath Prasad for everybody and personally welcomed all of them. Then, Shivananda Tina Putre Gosai Nire Milaila Shivananda Sambandhe Sabai Bahu Kripa Kaila. Then Shivananda Sen came to meet Mahaprabhu. So after they all got their residential quarters, they got Jagannath Prasad, they all individually came to meet Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu generally met all of them, welcomed them, then now they came individually. So now, how when our Guru Maharajas they come, they are sitting on the Vyasasana and individually devotees go turn by turn to meet. So like that is our Vaishnava Paddhati. So now individually devotees are going. Advaita Acharya went, Srivas Thakur went, now Shivananda Sen goes with his wife and 3 kids. He goes. So Mahaprabhu gave a lot of mercy to them. What was the mercy? Mahaprabhu said, Chota putre dekhi Prabhu nama puchila, Paramananda Dasa nama sena jana ila. Lord Chaitanya Prabhu asked Shivananda Sen, oh, you have got 3 children now. You have 2 kids. Now this year you have 3 kids. So what is the name of this youngest one? The newborn. And Shivananda Sen, his name is Paramananda Das. Because Mahaprabhu had told, previous year when they came, Shivananda Sen's wife was pregnant. So Mahaprabhu said, "Oh, your wife is carrying." And Shivananda said, "Yes, we are expecting our baby soon in few months." So Mahaprabhu said, "You will be blessed with a son, predicted. And you name him Puri Das or Paramananda Das." Mahaprabhu even gave the name. Before the child was born, he said he will be a son and this should be his name. Who knows who that son became later on? He became Kavi Karnapur, the author of Gaur Ganadesh Deepika and Sri Chaitanya Charit Mahakavya. Very great devotee he became. So Mahaprabhu said you should name him Paramananda Das, and therefore Shivananda Sen named him in that way. This was a mercy of Mahaprabhu. Shiva, then verse 50. Shivananda jabe sei balake milaila Mahaprabhu padangushta tara mukhe dila. So then Mahaprabhu said, "Oh, Paramananda Das, you have named him Paramananda Das, just like I told you. Okay, come here." He said to the infant, "Come here, come here." The infant came and he was held in front of Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu took his toe and stuck it in the mouth of that baby. Hari Bol. Because they have that sucking reflex, kids. So Mahaprabhu gave his toe to suck like a pacifier to that little baby. And that baby was sucking Mahaprabhu's toe. So Shivananda Sen got the dust of Nityananda Prabhu's lotus feet, and his youngest son is getting to suck Mahaprabhu's lotus toe. So amazing. So amazing. Hare Krishna. This is the mercy of Mahaprabhu. Kaviraj Goswami says, Shivanandera Bhagya Sindhu Kepai Vepar Jara Sab Goshti Ke Prabhu Kahe Apanar. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying that who can cross the ocean of Shivananda Sen's good fortune? Shivananda Sen's good fortune is not like some puddle, it's an ocean. And nobody can cross over the ocean of Shivananda Sen's good fortune. What is the good fortune, Kaviraj Goswami? The good fortune is Jara Sabha Goshti Ke Prabhu Kahe Apanar. All his family members, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, they are my family members. When Krishna says this, this is the most amazing thing. Like Krishna says in Mahabharata, the friends of the Pandavas are my friends, and the enemies of the Pandavas are my enemies. Krishna says like this. This is the perfection of life. But we all have that fortune. Because everybody has Nitai Gaur Sundar in their home. Everybody has their own deities at home. Those deities have accepted you and your family as their family. So this fortune, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, all of us have got. Everybody has deities in their home. Hari Bol. It may be picture deities. Like we have Lord Narsimhadev and Prahlad Maharaj here, Virajman. But we all have deities. That means Krishna has he has become a family member. Now we are Krishna's family members. Krishna is accepted. Because Krishna is accepting service only from you in that form. Correct? Nobody else. You have to feed him. You have to dress him. You have to bathe him. You have to put him to sleep. You have to wake him up. Isn't that a great good fortune for all of us? That Krishna is considering us as his family. So this is our great good fortune. We are almost done. Then, therefore, Kaviraj Goswami is saying that Shivananda Sen's Bhagya Sindhu, Ke Paibe Par, Jara Sabo Goshti Ke Prabhu, Kahe Apanar. They are my people. They are my family. He's naming the children. Sannyasi Hokar, he's giving names. Sannyasi is not supposed to do all these things. He's not supposed to be involved in all these family matters. But he's considering that family to be his own family. That's why he's getting involved like this. Mahaprabhu is so merciful. तबे सब भक्त लैया करिला भोजन गोविंदे रे आज्ञा दिला करिया चमन हरि बोल. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat with all the devotees and had Jagannath Prasad. After finishing Prasad, he did Achaman. And then he told Govinda something, which tells us what mercy, that the conclusion of our class, last verse, that tells us what mercy Shivananda Sen got for accepting, tolerating the kick. Not tolerating, for welcoming the kick of Nityananda Prabhu. Listen to verse 53. Mahaprabhu is saying to Govinda, his servant, शिवानंदेर प्रकृति पुत्र जावत एथाय आमार वशेष पात्र तारजे न पाय. Mahaprabhu Sri Chaitanya Dev is telling Govinda, as long as Shivananda Sen, his wife and children are in Jagannath Puri, my plate, my remnants should go to him. Not today, not tomorrow. As long as they are there, my Mahaprasad should not go to anyone else. Only Shivananda Sen, his wife, and his 3 sons, who have been cursed to die, by the way. We are coming to that. We are coming to that. Because Nitai's curse will never prove false. Okay, so 54 verse onwards, another Leela is going to start. So what happened to the sons of Shivananda Sen? Well, they all became pure devotees. So Maharaj explains that, again, this is not in Chaitanya Charitamrita, but Srila Radharasa Maharaj explains that when Nityananda Guru cursed, let the 3 sons die, the material desires, the sins, the material conditionings of those 3 sons died. That is Nityananda Prabhu's curse, his mercy. Chala is Shasti Chale Kripa Kare. It looks like Shasan, but actually this is Kripa. It looks like punishment, but it is reward, actually. So that their material desires died, they became pure devotees. But today's Ekadashi, my dear friends, please, we will do Kirtan, but I want to tell one more story. Can I tell? It's very short. It's perhaps one of the shortest stories of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay? Do I have your permission? Okay. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he grew up where? In Nadia, Navadvip. So he was very naughty. Naughty Nimai. He was very naughty. He used to do so many naughty tricks with his friends. They would cover themselves the big chadar and they would create a formation like a bull. And they would go and attack people, scare them at night. People could hardly see. They thought, oh, bull is coming. And they're actually kids dressed up as bulls. So many things he would do. In those days, there were no toilets. You know why the concept of having toilets inside the house came? Because of Nimai, naughty Nimai. I'm just kidding. What he used to do, Nimai and his friends, they would go to different devotees' homes in Navadvip and they would lock the doors from outside at night. So elderly people who have prostate problem, they get up in the middle of night, nocturia, and the door has been locked from outside. Open. There are no toilets inside the house. You have to go outside, and they are laughing from outside. So that they would do all these naughty things. So now we have toilets inside the house. So whenever you use a toilet in the house, think of naughty Nimai. Hare Krishna. So all these naughty tricks Nimai used to do. And after all these naughty tricks, he would go to the house of his neighbor. So Jagannath Mishra Shashimata had a house, and their next door neighbor was a man called Parameshwar, Modak. Modak means, Ganeshji we offer Modak, sweet. So Modak actually means in Sanskrit, sweet. Any sweet can be called Modak. Parameshwar Modak, he was a confectioner, he was a mithai wala. So that our Govardhan, what is the shop? Giriraj Mishtan Bhandar, where we have Son Papdi, all of us. So like that, he was a mithai wala, and his name was Parameshwar Modak. So he had a mithai shop in his house only. So every day he would make rasgullas, every day he would make gulab jams, every day he would make sandesh. How many of you want to go to his house? Bengali sweets by authentic Bengali and organic A2 milk. Pure. So Purushottam Modak was a confectioner, and Nimai's favorite hangout spot was Parameshwar Modak's house when he was a small child. When he was 4 or 5 years old, with his friends, he would every day do all these naughty tricks, go to Ganga, swim in the ocean, have all these water sports, fight with his friends, fight with people, steal, tease people. Brahmanas would be sitting on the bank of Ganga doing their Gayatri. He would come from Ganga with mouth full of Ganga Jal and he would spray water on the Brahmanas when they were chanting Gayatri. Shri Vishnu, what have you done? I have to again bathe now. I'm going to tell Jagannath Mishra what naughty things you are doing. So after doing all these naughty pranks, Nimai would come to the house of Parameshwar Modak. When he was a child, 3, 4, 5 years old, 6 years old, throughout his childhood, it was a daily affair. Multiple times he would come. Morning, afternoon, evening, night, he would come to the house of Parameshwar Modak. And in the kitchen, Parmeshwar's Modak's wife would be cooking all the sweets. And they had a son called Mukunda. So in our Vedic culture, we don't call the wife by the name. Hey, Rinki, hey, Pinku. We don't call them by the name. We say, Mukundera Mata, come here. Like, if I have to call, I have to say, Gopalera Mata. Why you didn't come? So we call like that. Because it's through a relationship that we are calling. It is sabhyata. It's just some modesty we follow, that we don't address our wife directly, publicly by the name. So Parameshwar Modak is sitting outside selling his sweets in the veranda, and naughty Nimai has come. So he would say, you are not going to buy, you want it free, right? You and your friends. Mukundera Mata, Nimai has come. Give him some sandesh. So then she would give Kesar sandesh, rose sandesh, this, that, different rasgullas, gulab jams, different sweets. She would give free of cost to this little naughty Nimai and his friends, his gang also. Gadadhar Pandit was there, Mukunda was there. All these kids, they would take those sweets and eat every day, multiple times. It was their favorite hangout place. Perverted reflection of this in today's world is Panpatti. Where these young boys are hanging out. But in the spiritual world, it is Parameshwar Modak's house, where pure prasad Bengali sweets are given. And Nimai would hang out there throughout his childhood with his friends. And Parameshwar Modak used to really dote on Nimai. He used to give him all love. And even Mukundera Mata, she was a cook and she would happily give. Nimai, you take this. This is even better. Today, the rasgullas have come out so soft. Nimai, take this. You liked it? Take more. Fill your pockets with more rasgullas. She used to spoil him, Nimai, and all his friends. Mukundera Mata and Parameshwar Modak. With the passage of time, our Nimai became Nimai Pandit. He started going to school and became very intelligent, started defeating big scholars. And this Mukundera Mata and Parameshwar Modak are thinking that Nimai, who used to come and eat sweets from all, he has become Pandit now, he has become Adhyapak, he has become a teacher. So many students are there. Students are coming from other kingdoms to learn under him. He has become so great. And then Nimai's father passes away and he goes to Gaya to do the Shraddha. And there he meets Sri Ishwar Puripad, gets initiated. Tomorrow is Srimad Madhavendra Puri's Tirabhavati. So his disciple of Sri Ishwar Puri, he gets initiated. And after that, coming back to Navadvip, he is a completely different Nimai Pandit. He has become Bhavuk Nimai. Now he is just talking about Krishna. He is teaching Sanskrit Vyakaran. He is teaching the full Sanskrit Vyakaran in terms of Krishna. And that is the origin of Jiva Goswami's Harinamamrit Vyakaran. He is teaching Sanskrit Vyakaranam in terms of Krishna now. Nimai Pandit, originally, he is doing that. Because Bhavuk Nimai, everything is Krishna, 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 Krishna. I don't speak anything other than Krishna. Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Karo Krishna, Krishna. Like that. He becomes very famous. Then he punishes Chandkazi, converts him also into a devotee. With millions of people, he's doing Nagar Sankirtan. He's becoming so famous. Day and night, he's doing Kirtan in the daytime with thousands and thousands of people in Navadvip. And at night in Srivasangan with a handful of pure devotees, he's doing Kirtan. Parameshwar Modak and Mukundera Mata are watching all this. The transformation of Nimai. From a little naughty Nimai, becomes Nimai Pandit, becomes Bhavuk Nimai. And then, at the age of 24, he takes sannyas and goes. He becomes Sannyasi Thakur. Bhavuk Nimai becomes Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now he has become Mahaprabhu. Prabhu ke Prabhu, Mahaprabhu. And he goes to Jagannath Puri. And they are hearing all these stories. He went to Jagannath Puri, that big Pandit from Navadvip, Sarvam Bhattacharya. He has become a disciple of Mahaprabhu, our Nimai. He has become his disciple. Acha, he went to Varanasi. You know that Prakashananda serves 60,000 disciples? They have all surrendered to our Nimai. They have become disciples of Nimai. Oh, Ramananda Rai has joined him. Paramananda Puri has joined him. Rup Sanatan Goswamis have joined him. All the Jagat Gurus are at the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That Mahaprabhu who used to come to your house and ask, Mukundera Mata, what did you make today? That Nimai has become Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Guru of all Jagat Gurus. Rup Sanatana are at his feet. Sarvam Bhattacharya at his feet. Ramananda Rai, Swarup Damodar Goswami are at his feet. Oh. And we can go and meet him every year. Oh, but I am an old man. My wife is an old lady. So all these devotees would go every year to Navadvip to meet Mahaprabhu for 4 months. But Parameshwar Modak and Mukundara Mata did not go because they were very old and weak. And they thought, who will take care of Shachi Mata? Somebody has to stay back, na? In Navadvip also, Shachi Mata, Vishnupriya Devi, they are there. They were next door neighbors and family friends. They said, okay, you all go to Jagannath Puri. We will take care of Shachi Mata. Of course, Ishan was there, Vamshivardhan were there, the servants were there, but you need some neighbors also to look after you. They would always sacrifice and they would stay back. But let's see what happened this year. Text 54. Nadiya Vasi Modak Tara Namak Parmeshwar Modaka Veche Prabhur Vatira Nikatatara Ghar. Did we discuss this? That Parameshwar Modak, he was a confectioner, sells sweets, and he was a next door neighbor of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in childhood. Balak Kale Prabhu Tara Ghare Bara Bar Jai Dugda Khanda Modak Deya Prabhu Taha Khai. When he was a Balak, Bar Jai, many times in the day, Nimai would go with his friends, and Parameshwar Modak and his wife Mukundara Mata, they would shower with love. So many sweets on Nimai.
Krishna Jyoti, my battery is remaining 50%.
That will suffice. Hare Krishna. Prabhu, huh?
You only have
Prabhu Vishay Sehatara Balak Kala Haite Sevatsara Seha Aila Prabhu Re Dekhite. But this year, they almost done. But this year, they were very much missing their Nimai. Oh, we have not seen him in so many years. Our Nimai, we have not seen him. We want to go and meet him once. So this time they make other arrangements for Shachi Mata and Vishnupriya Devi. Some other neighbors are there to look after. And finally, Parameshwar Modak and Mukundara Mata say, this year we will also go. Which Shivananda said. So this year, when all this kicking of Shivananda is happening, the old couple is there. Parameshwar Modak and Mukundara Mata. They are also traveling to Jagannath Puri. So they have come. And now Mahaprabhu is meeting everybody. And in years, Mahaprabhu has not seen them. Parameshwar Modak and Mukundara, they have not seen. He has not seen them. Prabhu Vishaya Sneha Tara Balak Kala Haite Sevatsara Seha Aila Prabhu Re Dekhite. Parameshwar Modak, who had been very Sneha Tara Balak, he had been very affectionate towards Balak Nimai. Now, after so many years, he came to Jagannath Puri, Prabhu Re Dekhite. To take darshan of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came. Mahaprabhu is standing. All the devotees are coming individually to meet. Advaita Acharya comes, Srivas Thakur comes, Shivananda Sen comes. They are spending some time with Mahaprabhu and then going, next devotee coming, next devotee coming. And then suddenly, Parameshwar Modak comes. And he's standing, old man. He's standing after Shri Chaitanya in front of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You can imagine the emotions. Parameshwar Modak is seeing Mahaprabhu after so many years, and Mahaprabhu is seeing him after so many years. Mahaprabhu has become such a big sannyasi guru with so many disciples. Parameshwar Modak has become a geriatric patient, little old man. And Parameshwar Modak is thinking, will my Nimai recognize me? Will he even recognize me? So he says, Parmeshwara mui bali dandavata kaila tare dekhi prabhu prite tahare puchila. When Parameshwar Modak came in front of Mahaprabhu, the custom is that everybody offers obeisances to sannyasi. So Parameshwar Modak, whose feet Nimai used to touch every day as a child, now Parameshwar Modak is touching the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Dandavata Kaila. He did Dandavat Pranam to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Old man is doing Dandavat Pranam to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And seeing him, Mahaprabhu, and he says, Parameshwara Mui, I am that same Parameshwar Modak in whose house he used to come. Do you recognize me? He offered obeisances and asked, do you recognize me, Mahaprabhu? I am that same Parameshwar Modak. And Tare Dekhi Prabhu Prite Sahare Puchila. And Mahaprabhu recognized him. And with great love, he spoke. Parmeshwara Kushalaha Bhala Haila Aila Mukundara Mata Siyache Seha Prabhur kahila. So Mahaprabhu said, Bhala haila. It's so nice that you have come this year. I have been thinking about you for so many years. I have been missing you for so many years. I'm so happy you came this year. Kushal ha. All good fortune to you. May you be blessed. Thank you for coming this year. And then Parmeshwar Modak says, Mukundar Mata asiyache. Mukundar Mata also has come. I have not come alone. Your auntie also has come. Look, she's standing there with all the ladies. Now, this was a great transgression of etiquette. Because the etiquette is, Prabhupada explains, a sannyasi should not even hear the mention of a woman. A woman's name is never taken in the presence of a sannyasi in those days. And out of his innocence, this Parmeshwar Modak is saying, I have not come alone, because he was so happy that Mahaprabhu recognized me. He says, I have not come alone. Mukundar Mata also has come, your auntie also has come. Look, she's standing there. Mukundar Mata Nama Shuni Prabhi Sankoch Haila Tathapi Tahara Prite Kichuna Balila. So Mahaprabhu experienced Sankoch, he experienced some awkwardness that you are taking the name of a woman in front of me. But Prite, out of love, he did not say anything. He did not say anything. And the last verse, really last verse. Prashraya Pagala Shuddha Vaidagdhi na jane Antare Sukhi Haila Prabhutara Sei Gune. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, an intimate relationship sometimes make a person mad. Make a person pagal. Intimacy of a relationship can make one overstep formal etiquette. We break, like how Nityananda was told not to come, still he came. Out of prem. So Kaviraj was saying that out of intimacy, out of love, sometimes the formal etiquette is overstepped. Thus, Parameshwar actually pleased Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his heart by simple and affectionate behavior, even though he had broken the etiquette of mentioning the name of a woman in front of a sannyasi. It was actually very pleasing to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So these are the relationships of love. I personally like this pastime very much, of how Purushottam Modak, the old man, comes and he's so innocent, he doesn't know the etiquette to be followed in front of a sannyasi. He just in his innocence says, Mukundar Mata also has come. And Mahaprabhu feels sankoch, feels awkwardness, but doesn't say anything. Doesn't correct him because of love. He knew it was out of love, pure love. So in this way, we also want to enter a very loving relationship with our Gaura Nitai and Radha Krishna. And reading these pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, meditating on these pastimes, Shrutam Shrutam Nitya, Giyatam Giyatam Buddha, Chintatam Chintatam Chaitanya. By hearing Chaitanya Charitamrita, we will also get this love for Mahaprabhu and we will enter into this relationship with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Are there any questions or any comments? If no questions, then we'll have some kirtan and then prasadam. Is that okay? Yes. Hare Krishna. I know it is late, but let's have some kirtan.
Yeah.
Is there a harmonium, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
And is there a mridanga player? You have mridanga player? No?
We have Vedanga again.
You can play?
I will try.
And kartal, somebody can play kartal?
Thank you, Prabhuji. It was so good. You took us over there. You were seeing the scene with your river. It was so nice.
Yes, you can hear the read online.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Sorry for going over time.
His Grace Ādi Gadādhara Prabhu ki.
Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki.
Silki Mata Ji Amit Prabhu ki.
Ki.